Appreciate it very much. Thanks, Chris. Great job back there in the pits all week. It's up to this. And the culmination of a great week of racing here. This thing's off the charts. I was going through the pits, as I'm sure you guys were earlier as well, and a lot of the race fans walking in. It was hard to even get around, and that's kind of a new thing here at the Dome. Biggest Friday night crowd last night, and I expect it to be just completely off the charts tonight. This thing's wide open. I love these main events, of course, with the money on the line and all the prestige. That's what everybody's going to remember, but don't sleep on those win and your in races, because some of the biggest theatrics of this entire event going all the way back through its history are those races and what they mean to these particular drivers. You want to see guys right on the edge, they're going to give it all they got for those guys taking a last shot for one last effort to try to get into the main event.
Hey,
so I'm looking forward to the entire thing tonight. Blake Anderson, you're down on the racetrack
again. Before we go to Blake,
again.
Trenton, real quick, there's a lady behind you that was determined to be seen. I wanted to see if she had something to say to you.
She was to your right, Trenton, in the tunnel.
Yeah, she's in the tunnel. Peek in the tunnel. She wanted to be on TV. We're going to put her on TV.
There's nobody back here.
She ran. Psych. What about this gentleman right here? He looks like he's intent.
Yeah.
Blake, down to you, man.
Well, Ben, you talked about it, how we've seen two different racetracks, and really ultimately tonight we're going to see our third different track. As you walk across the track, last night it was juiced up on the bottom and on the high side, but tonight they hit the middle. So the middle is a whole new racetrack, which is going to create that third different track that we've seen throughout the weekend. Tonight, very, very packy early. Last night, it was kind of a little bit sloppy out here early on. Then, of course, Thursday night, this track was rock hard. So tonight, going to be juiced up early. I think we're going to get a big cushion up on the high side, going to make things fun. And man, last night we had some Dome moments. Tonight, I think we're going to get more moments here in the Dome. We'll be right back for the final night of Castrol Gateway Dirt Nationals, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts here at the Dome at the America Center.
We are a full mechanical facility. Anything short of body work or paint work, we do on this location. We've got 20 bays. The equipment is second to none. Any kind of mechanical repair, from a simple oil change, alignments, tires, simple brake squeal, preventative maintenance, tune-ups, transmission services, anything that car needs, we can handle. More than anything, I just want people to feel comfortable when they're at Tucker's Automotive.
Close Racing Supply in Eldred, Pennsylvania has been in business since 1996, serving the motorsports industry with quality parts for dirt late models, modifieds, and stock clip race cars. In stock are parts from top manufacturers like All-Star Performance, Weir's Machine, Sweet Manufacturing, Winner's Performance, Willwood Brakes, and many others. CRS is also home of CRS Race Components, providing top quality suspension parts. Orders are shipped out daily using UPS, FedEx, and truck freight. Find out more at closeracingsupply.com.
Who is Performance Bodies?
They're a lot more than race car bodies, stocking over 6,000 different brand name Circle Track parts, and we're strictly Circle Track. From the highest divisions to the weekly racer, we are here for dirt.
Customer service.
When you call, those same racers that are running on the weekends are answering the phones at Performance Bodies. They give first-hand knowledge of every part we sell and free expert advice.
The Performance Bodies difference.
If it's in our catalog, it's in our warehouse, and it ships the same day you order it, guaranteed. So go see for yourself. Visit performancebodies.com or call them today.
It rose from humble beginnings in the Valley of the Sun. A sprint car racer saw the need for racing shirts. And now, the vision of Carl Korbacher has resulted in Arizona Sport Shirts helping racers across America spread their message. For the best custom designed shirts, hoodies, caps, koozies, and much more, go to ArizonaSportShirts.com. Be part of history. Arizona Sport Shirts, the original racing shirt.
Atwell Exterior Services and Team Atwell ride with a winner. Congratulations to Trevor Atwell and the team at Atwell Exterior Services in Greenville, North Carolina. Atwell is the top-rated roofing and exterior renovations company in racing country, and Team Atwell has sponsored so many great racing teams for years. Ride with a winner on your roof or on the track. Atwell Exterior Services. Atwell Exterior Services and Team Atwell Racing. Ride with a winner.
Don't forget, folks, sports are better on the big screen. Make sure you head to your preferred device and or the App Store for your preferred device and download the all-new Flow Sports app. Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, Android, and a whole lot more. And we have got a developing situation here on the front straightaway. Blake Anderson, down to you.
Yeah, the Packer trailer that we used, the weld broke in the pin on it, and then everything went south from there. It got stuck on the front stretch, and now we're going to have a little bit of track maintenance, I imagine, on the front stretch because we got some pretty big holes from where that heavy Packer landed on the racetrack. It's like a late model got upside down here on the front stretch. But to Derek Bond gang, they were quick with some solutions, and, man, just a couple of minutes, they already got it off the racetrack.
Blake got over there after they got it off the racetrack. I thought he would have gone over there.
Surely
as you know, supervisor, that's where I shine.
We saw you supervise the kerfluffle on the front straightaway last night.
Well, I told, I can't remember who I saw. I said, I look at myself more of a Don King, you know, kind of I'll promote the fight.
Well, all that I know is your camera person, Adam March, ran off and left
Adam is the MVP.
He's the fastest kid alive.
He is. He's faster. Fastest kid in the building.
DJ, this tells the story in the infield. Our rubber tire rollers are struggling a bit right now.
That is not
Our pets'
good.
heads are falling off, too.
Not good. You know what else is not good? My dirt draft weekend.
I am ahead of you right now.
My
I'm
dirt
behind
draft
all
weekend.
of you.
Listen, my dirt draft was so bad last night. I didn't even set a lineup in the modifieds last night. I was completely discombobulated. I mean, I'm not awful in the late models.
The fact you're behind me tells me that you're awful in the late models because I am no good at this game.
Our very own Chet Christner is doing Chet Christner things, and he's just rolling everybody.
I think last place beat me in the late models last night. I was so bad.
The DNS Tyler.
Well, if anybody if you actually set a modified lineup last night, you beat me. So dirt draft, do it early, do it often. They got a new contest tonight as
bonus
well.
Contest.
So they got a bonus contest tonight, absolutely. So it's going to be for each division, and it's going to open up shortly after the qualifiers are done. It's going to be just the drivers that are in the A mains. We're going to add in the LCQ drivers later, and that's going to lock just before the A mains take the track, and that won't count towards the overall Gateway Dirt Nationals. The overall Gateway Dirt National standings and dirt draft. But hey, do it. We talk about it a lot. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun playing dirt draft. If you're not already a subscriber, I highly encourage you. You know what else was a lot of fun here, Ben? The racing last night at the Dome at America Center. Without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at last night's late model highlights.
From the inside.
We're underway in the Dome, the 8th annual Castrol Gateway Dirt Nationals. Spatola and the 12 of Winger. Spatola and Winger. Winger gets pitched up to the top. He'll get on the binders. He'll stay in second. Spatola to the lead. DJ, lap 1. It's the Opie, Mike Spatola.
Yeah, and Jayden Frame's going to sneak in and grab the second spot. And remember, it's not just who wins, it's who finishes in the top 3. If you finish on the podium tonight, you are locked into the 9th annual running of the Castrol Gateway Dirt Nationals. And Mike Spatola out front. He's a 3-time Fairbury champ looking to get his first victory here inside the Dome at America Center.
Winger sits in second, side by side for third. Gustin up top. Jayden Frame down low. Now joining the party. Here comes Brandon Shepard in the B5.
Brandon Shepard's worked his way up to 5th, and he's trying to work his way around Jayden Frame right now as they head down the back straightaway. He gets pinched off there, as you just saw. We'll toss it over to the drone right now as it follows the action of the battle for 4th. Jayden Frame has it. Sheppy trying to take it away. Dale, this is one of those deals where if you're out there on the racetrack, is it better to be in second maybe than it is first right now?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. That second place guy he'll just go where the lead guy chooses not to, you know what I mean? They just gonna go the opposite. So that's going to make it interesting here, and probably about 3 or 4 laps.
As we come around to play lap number 10, Dale, if you're Mike Spatola, what are you thinking right now as you're catching those back markers?
He's really wanting a caution. He's wanting a caution so he can get clean racetrack for a little bit. He wants a caution every 5 laps.
And look at Winger with a big slider through 3 and 4. Has to get on the binders. can't quite get there. That's going to allow Spatola to pull away. DJ 11 laps down, and now heavy lap traffic for your leaders.
And credit to Ashton Winger right there. Let's be honest, he could have just thrown a pile driver on Mike Spatola right there, and he thought better of it. He backed off of it coming through the corners. We'll see, though, if he's able to regain his momentum, because now they are in heavy lap traffic halfway home.
That's right, working lap 13 is 25 lap of fair, and they're tap dancing through lap traffic. They close in on Ledford and Simpson, and now Ashton Winger, he's starting to size up his opportunities. He throws it in there, and has got the binders a little bit. That breaks his momentum, and that's going to allow Gustin to close in on Winger. And now Gustin, with his spoiler hanging off the back, throws a slider on Ashton Winger for the second spot.
I thought he make it work. Yeah, I thought he was going to clear him there, and he didn't. You're exactly right. But now Winger's got to try to get that momentum built back up.
It's tight off the corners and those lap cars this time.
Oh, and there is a Coleman Farms caution.
Yeah, we've got a garbage bag or a piece of debris there on the front straight. It might be half Jason Fager's car. Fager is knocked once again. He's knocked the entire right rear quarter panel off of the 25. At fire this time in the Octane Race Products restart zone. 16 laps in the books, 9 laps to go. Mike Spatola out front. Ashton Winger in second. Ryan Gustin third.
That's right. Winger slides up the racetrack. He holds on to second. Gustin in third. Sheppy up to fourth. Jaden Frame sits in fifth. Now Gustin will give up the top of the racetrack. He goes to the inside of Ashton Winger. That's the battle for second. Meanwhile, your leader, Mike Spatola, continues to work the cushion, DJ, as we work lap 18.
Do you think Winger just wants to hang on to the hair? Do you think he's just going to finish second? I mean, look, the top three.
You want to be in the show,
anyway.
but I tell you what, Sheppy's on. Here comes Sheppy. Brandon Shepard in the B5. He's going to move up to third, and now he puts Gustin off into a qualifier on Saturday night. But Jaden Frame is right there as well in the J8.
And Jaden Frame's just been so good here over the years. He wants to race his way in right now, and he's one spot out, battling with Ryan Gustin. That is a battle for the fourth position. Again, the top three lock themselves into Saturday's Castrol Gateway Dirt Nationals, and right now it's all Mike Spatola with 5 laps to go.
And I tell you what, Winger got a handful of concrete there. That's going to allow Sheppy to close in, and again, the top three into the show, but Winger and Shepard, they don't give up an inch as they come around to 2 laps to go, and Spatola has driven a flawless race. Can he continue as Shepard closes in on Winger? And what did you say about Brandon Shepard?
Yeah, again, like I said, what I said was I'm usually wrong, and that proves it right there. Dale already knows this.
He was nice.
That's
Smoke out of Winger's car. Shepard saw that and caught the wall. 1 lap to go, DJ, bring us home.
Final time around, Winger trying to nurse it to the finish line in second, but out front, he'll lead this one. Green to checkered, your opening night winner of the Gateway Dirt Nationals is going to be Mike Spatola.
Ashton Winger comes home. And that was Thursday's highlights. Turn had meant to play Friday's highlights, but Turn was reaching for his Cane's chicken and hit the wrong button, and we just let it eat. We're going to see Friday's highlights later, though. And we had a tasty lunch today. I want to give a shout-out to Seth with our production crew. He has kept us dialed in all weekend. And right now, DJ, we have the track prep equipment extracted from the racing surface, and we have brought Pee Wee's Record Service, who could get a workout in this one, out for non-qualifier number 1. Pee Wee's Record Service qualifier number 1. Now, look, we've got 21 cars if they all elect to start. There's going to be a couple not, but most of those bad boys are out there.
There's a lot of cars.
12 laps the distance. Top 2 move on, or 15 minutes, whichever comes first. So
what's your money on is your money on the 12 laps or the 15 minutes?
Yes. Yes. I don't know that Vegas would let me bet what I think my money should be on here. I tell you what, as they're rolling this in, let's go ahead and throw the lineup up on the board because, again, most of these cars have made the call. Let's talk about who's going to be starting where in this one. This is Pee Wee's Record Service. Fuel them up, boys. Non-qualifier number 1, and again, the top 2 move on to qualifier action. Your front row is going to be Derek Fetter out of Troy, Missouri in the 32F, and James Nash in the 128N out of Lula, Georgia.
Row number 2 on the inside. He qualified well the other night. Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin's Justin Green. And on his outside, out of Chapel Hill, Tennessee, the 18X's Michael Siebers.
Row 3 will be Rachel Snyder out of Lancaster, South Carolina. Lancaster. The 11C, and to her outside, the 71W is Zach Woolers out of Cohasset, Minnesota.
You got it. Casey White's going to start inside row number 4. He's out of Greenwood, Indiana, the 41 on his outside. Out of Hayes, Kansas, in the number 10 is TJ Janicek.
Back in row 5, it's Scott Gieshel out of Collinsville, Illinois, in the 4E. And to his outside, Jacob McGee out of Caney, Kansas, in the 10M.
Chris McKeon going to start inside row number 6. He's out of Winder, Georgia, and on his outside, out of Grand Bend, Kansas in the 25P. That is Mike Petersilly.
Row 7 is going to be the 111T of Jonathan Woods out of Patoka, Indiana, and Brody Yarbrough out of Paducah, Kentucky in the 48.
Daniel Garrett's going to roll from the inside of row number 8, and on his outside, I don't know that we're going to see Darren Weisinger out of.
We saw a lot of him last night.
We saw every part of that race car last night, and I don't believe we will see him tonight.
Starting inside of row 9, scheduled to be Matt Minzy out of Clever, Missouri in the 41, and the 45B of Scott Bell out of East Prairie, Missouri.
And your final starters then, James O'Hara in the 44, David Scott Jr. out of Paulding, Ohio in the 5, unable to answer the call. That's a tough break for him. And Doug Cooper in the 69 out of Indianapolis. He is able to answer the call, though. And again, as you said, 21 cars slated to start this one.
Well, we're getting set to get things underway. Pee-wee's record service, non-qualifier number 1. Blake, give me a couple of hot takes from the infield. You're going to have front row seats or it could be total chaos to start the night.
Well, these in the past, these non-qualifiers have been chaos. That's a good way to put it. I'm going to go under 2 yellows in this first qualifier. That's a hot take.
Wow.
So, all right, so you're going to go, the number's 2.5. You're taking the under.
Give me under, baby.
All right,
Let's
what do you
go.
got, DJ?
I'm pounding the over.
Over.
DJ's actually buying points. He's pushing it to 4.5, and he's still taking the over.
Blake is out of his mind.
It's 4.5. Give me. I'm still under.
I'm moving the line. I'm absolutely moving the line and putting more money.
Yeah,
on
we're
it.
betting. We're betting that line up.
That's right. Thank you,
wanted
Chris.
a hot
Sharps have
take.
bet the 2.5 number up.
You know what
you
I'm
guys
going to
wanted
do,
a
guys?
hot take. I gave you one.
I'm going to take a hot take, Blake. 0 Coleman Farms cautions in this.
There we go, Ben. Now we're thinking positive, breathing it into existence.
Well, all
Crazy
right.
talk.
So while we're on the topic, Cody, our cameraman back here, cameraman just said, I don't think we've had any flips this week. So we're done now.
No.
We're done.
Oh.
And he's standing right next to Ryan Montgomery. So if Ryan Montgomery goes over,
Well,
we know what happened.
He did last year.
Yes, and he said that. He said that. I said, well, you got to do another interview, blame Cody. But I do want to give a shout out to Ryan Montgomery because I know what's going on at the racetrack here because Ryan's got TV with Flo on it.
Well, he knows what's going on, and I'm going to tell you right now, Cody might be on to something back there, Chris Moore, as you guys are in the back pits. You still might be in danger if they get upside down. So, and again, you see the team watching on the Jumbotron, or the screen on their trailer. I tell you what, if you got just a second, Chris, run up there just real quick and ask Ryan what he thinks is going to happen in this first non-qualifier.
Ryan, I was told to ask, what do you think is going to happen this first non-qualifier? We were debating how many yellows there's going to be.
I'm going to go over under probably 5 or 6. These guys are going to go for all that it's worth, just like I am for the non-qualifier number 5. So it's time as BP32 said, up with the 100. It's time to throw your nuts over the dash and send her.
I want to tell you, just so you know what's going on, Ben said 0, Blake said under 2.5.
Man, it's wet. Those guys might get some traction. I think I'm going to go with 5. The over-under is going to be 5. So
I like it.
He bought some points.
He's got it.
Well,
Smart man.
He is a smart man.
He tested, by the way, at Blanket Hill Speedway, go-kart and micro track.
Blanket Hill? Where is that?
Blanket Hill Speedway, Pennsylvania. Like I said, a micro and go-kart track there, a 5th mile in his neck of the woods.
Yeah, I got a quick note on that. He said, we tested for heavy and rough, and we did not get that on Thursday, so that was why he may have struggled a little bit.
DJ, on a brighter note, in lieu of all these things, the sea of humanity, not only in the building, but I know Michael Rigsby had stepped out. He said outside it is race fans every direction you look. And last night, you can always gauge how many people are in the corners. The corners were almost completely full. This is going to be an insane crowd here.
Yeah, it sure is. As there's a good look from one of our cameras there. It is.
We're into the top bowl already.
Yeah,
very well.
And it's there's going to be the trolls at home. I'm just going to say there's not that many people there. Well, no, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
This place also holds 8,000 people. Our biggest race of the year. You're putting over a little over 30.
You're putting about 25,000 in exactly.
Yeah.
So but
know your sport.
And it's early too. I mean, there are people that will not get here until opening ceremonies tonight. So it's going to be full. It's going to be fun. It is the Castrol Gateway Dirt Nationals.
I think it's also about to be 1 to go as they had a few. We've had a few guys stop at officials. There's been some meet and greets down there, and I'm not sure if some guys may be confused where they are on the lineup board. Well, let's see. We head up to 21 in this one. We got 12, 14, 16. 18 of 21 make the call.
Maybe they heard us talking about the over/under on caution.
And they were putting some bets
put some money on it too. That's right.
Yeah, if any of those guys bet the over, I retract my bet because you can't cook the books and have somebody that's in the race betting on it.
We worked too many races together.
You knew where it was going.
That's exactly right. It looks like we got about 18 of these cats out here right now for a 12-lap race, 15-minute time limit. Of course, that does not count.
Did it start when they came out? No.
I'm going to bite my tongue.
Okay.
It does not count for red flags. Yeah, and Cody Summer confirmed with me earlier today. He was in our production meeting. Hard time limit. I talked to race director Kelly Carlton, who confirmed a hard 15-minute time limit. So we shall see.
All right, well, they're getting it all lined up. Been a lot of testing today. Pyro, Dylan Scott practicing earlier for tonight's Star Spangled Banner. And this is going to be a show. This is going to be a lot of entertainment here tonight. We appreciate everybody being here, spending your hard-earned money with us.
I was really hoping Patrick Davis was going to say.
I mean, he's got a world tour if it starts next week, and it'll never end after what he did last night. Yeah, again, we did not, I'm going to be honest, first time, I didn't have a lot of faith in the first time having the crowd sing the Star Spangled Banner, and they knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was incredible.
And I think it's one of those things you had to be here as well, and obviously we have a lot of folks watching at home, but the what we call the nat mics, the natural sound microphones, they don't pull as much crowd noise as, you know, as a microphone like you and I are wearing or other reporters have, and so that sound maybe doesn't come through to the folks watching at home like it does here. But the folks here last night, if you and I got stopped once, we got stopped a dozen times today about how much folks enjoyed that and how well it went.
No, it was, and it was really cool. And you know what, Patrick Davis, he did a job that nobody else in this crew wanted to do, lead the national anthem, because none of us are singers, and Kitty went out there. Kitty sang at many of our events. You are not the songbird of our generation. Check it out. One to go.
Don't try to change the subject.
Lights are down on the speedway. Where do they start this race, DJ?
They start this race in the Octane Race Product starting zone. Kyle McGowan on the flag stand gives him the high sign. No hot laps to roll here tonight.
We are going practice.
Practice. We're talking practice, man. We're talking racing right now. Pee-wee's Wrecker Service non-qualifier number 1 is underway.
All right, right now my wager looks good as Feder takes him into 1 and 2. And we're through 1 and 2. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh, no. And Coleman Farms Racing caution on the speedway. And I have lost my money.
Well, we're not off to a good start.
No, we're not. Blake, you're still in the game. I'm not.
Yeah, I still got to, I'm barely in the game.
That wreck happened 18 times before it happened over there, and now we've got...
the first time all week, we've got to unstack cars. We haven't had to do that yet this year.
Who just said something about cars being upside down? Cody Hicken.
That's right. Well, he's not technically. He's at an angle. So we've got Rachel Snyder over there in car 11C. She's against the fence. We've got the 41 car over there of Casey White. That car is not going to get reelected with the Trump decals on it. It's got a lot of damage, and he is on top of Scott Gieshel's number 4, the Collinsville, Illinois driver. And then we've got one more, and I think that is our old buddy with the Wham Bam Sam racing engine. That is James Crash Nash over there out of Lula, Georgia.
Yeah, tough break for...
man, James O'Hara was backing up and just about clocked the 111 car of John Woods.
Oh, here's your clock.
Yeah, let's see what happens. And yeah, so... James Nash started to spin, and what stopped him from spinning was collecting 4 other
the rest
cars.
of the field.
Right?
Yeah.
He got on the binders there. His Feder cut down, and Nash came around, and right there's where I lost my money at the casino because I said no Coleman Farms Racing cautions in this one.
I don't know if that. I mean, Casey White's not upside down, but I saw every bar on the undercarriage of that race car. It's close.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah,
it did not pass the 45-degree angle, so turn is not going to count it in the flip count.
I was just going to say, guys, my Tulsa friends would rule that a no.
Meanwhile, if you're Gieshel, you're like, this dude is standing right in the middle of my hood. I can watch it get dented further as he, but he's got to get Casey White off there.
By the way, a longtime Gateway Dirt National stalwart Doug Ty down there turning wrenches on the Scott Gieshel entry, and he may have a few more to turn after this.
He does. He was once the sponsor of the Booth Coffee up here.
Yes, he was. Yeah,
the Cup Coffee. Yeah.
We do miss What the Cup Coffee. We did not get the oh-so-good water delivered to us this year.
We got oh-so-good Fireball by a bucket, courtesy of Peyton Taylor. That has not been open.
Not been open yet.
Well, we're we're going to unpack them, unstack them. We're going to do the opposite of the Waffle House down there in turn number 2. We're going to step aside. Thanks to marketing partners. We'll be back here to the Dome as non-qualifier action is non-racing right now. We'll be right back. This is the Castrol Gateway Dirt Nationals presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Don't go anywhere.
From the back roads to the big cities, at Black Widow Trucks, we believe in the American dream. With a full line of trucks from your favorite manufacturers, we provide a turnkey solution allowing you to drive the truck of your dreams without the hassle of sourcing parts, back orders, or voiding your factory warranty.
And one last thing, you can find me in St. Louis.
Black Widow Trucks, an industry icon. Find out more at blackwidowtrucks.com.
Dylan Thompson, Chase Motorsports, Coach and Trailer Sales, Paducah, Kentucky. If you're in the market for a like-new, pre-owned motorhome or trailer, give us a call today or check us out at chasecoach.com. Lots of inventory in stock, normally something to fit every budget. Financing available, we deliver nationwide, and we accept trade-ins too. I would love to earn your business.
For 45 years of experience, Buzzy Racing has mastered the art of drivetrain specialties, spanning from dirt to asphalt tracks. You're not just a customer, but a valued member of our family, embraced by the tradition and passion embedded in every Buzzy build. We cover everything from rebuilding and selling drivetrain components, offering custom Buzzy parts, steering box services, and ensuring top-notch maintenance and support for braking systems. We are committed to excellence in helping racers maintain a competitive edge on the track. Get it Buzzy built.
Need parts fast? We got fast. Need them now? We got now. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. We're O'Reilly Fast. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
MD3, the most advanced body panels on the market. Aerodynamically engineered, manufactured from the highest grade and lightest weight materials, tested tough for optimum performance. The highest quality and most durable products you'll find anywhere. Our products help racers around the world reach victory lane. Winning never looked so good. MD3, the #1 body choice for top dirt racers.
In dirt track.
Welcome back to the Dome at America Center here in St. Louis, Missouri, where we're under caution or red flag in Pee Wee's Wrecker Service qualifier #1, as we don't even have a lap in the books yet. And we stacked them up down in turn #2. They're working to get the 41 of Casey White removed from the hood of Scott Gieshel's #4E, and they're starting to make a little progress.
They've made progress. They've done well down there. This track crew, the fence crew, everybody crew's done a fantastic job. They really have. They got a lot on their plate, and they've done a really great job.
Yeah, they absolutely have. The fans have been great as well, and someone that is looking to race his way into the show a little bit later on this evening is joining Jason Feger, or wait, is Trenton Berry? I get confused sometimes. One of you guys take it away.
Feger, have we aged closer or further apart? What's your guess here?
Probably closer.
Okay, there we go. We hanging out right here. You're not in this first set of races. Going to have a pretty good shot coming up here a little bit later on. What's going through your head right now?
Just trying to see what the track's going to do. I think they got pretty aggressive with it today, so it probably, get what the fans like here. It's going to get a little rough and fast, but Thursday was pretty slick and smooth, so we haven't really been on a track like that with the setup. So we tried some stuff, and hopefully we guess right and can get it in the show.
Man, you've always spoken very highly about this race. You had kind of a great, I remember that recap video you did last year too, and I know you got some awful strong feelings about what this means to the dirt track racing industry as a whole.
Yeah, absolutely. I've loved this idea since day one, and I think it's amazing, and to see it grow like it has, the amount of fans that are here today, and you know, it's fun to hang out in St. Louis for a few days and a lot of stuff to do. But Cody's got a great vision, and you know, I had no idea if it was going to work or not, but I just wanted to do whatever I could to help it work and get behind it. So it's amazing, and it couldn't be possible without the support of all these fans and all the sponsors. And he made some big announcements today. He's pumping a lot of money into this event, and I think it's just going to grow and grow. So, and hopefully we can just keep putting on the great shows and packing this place. And I love it.
You know, final question here. I saw when you were putting heat in the engine, I was walking right by your car, and it was like a mob trying to get around there. Do you remember a Saturday pre-race being as busy as it was here today, just maybe about an hour ago?
No, absolutely not. It was the pits were crazy. They were lined up forever. I told my YouTube guy to go to the roof of the trailer and get some video, and he came back down and he goes, "Oh my God!" He's like, "They're all the way to the back of the building." He goes, "I have no idea," but it's packed. It was crazy down there, and obviously they said we're gonna have a record crowd. They said probably close to 30,000 people. So this is just awesome. So. Can't say enough about all these fans supporting this event. We know it's expensive for you, and beer's expensive, food's expensive, hotels, but it's awesome, and I'm glad you're all here.
All right, there it is. That's Jason Fager. Appreciate your time. And with that, let's send it down to Chris Moore in the pits, who's caught up with Brandon Overton.
Yeah, thank you, Trenton, here with Big Sexy, and your weekend got off to a great start on Thursday, and then all of a sudden we didn't get a chance to talk to you. What happened on Thursday from your perspective?
Yeah, just brushed the wall a little bit and got a little nick in the right front, and I went down, and all went to hell from there, you know. That's what I was telling you earlier. I'm so pissed off because I keep watching all these guys wreck, and one of them flew out of the whole damn racetrack, and I'm sitting up there in the stands, and I'm watching his tire still roll. I'm like, he just went out of the racetrack through the damn fence, and his tire didn't pop. So, yeah, just, you know, crappy luck, so we'll take it and see what we can do.
I was going to say, I was watching you guys, and you got out of the car, and you and Burroughs both kind of shared a laugh. It seemed like you were in decent spirits despite that.
Yeah, we were. They told me before we ever got here, whatever happens, just don't worry about it. We were fast, and we were off to a good start. Shit happens, you know, take it what it's worth. We're starting in the back. We're going to give them hell.
I was going to say, now you're rolling from the back of qualifier number 3, and you don't have a ton of laps around here, so is there any kind of a game plan that you have, or are we just going out and wing it and see what happens?
Yeah, we're about to wing it. I just told him to tighten the hell out of it and let me drive it until we see how far we can get up there.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Brandon Overton, just over the camera guy's shoulder. Tyler Erb has a bunch of people giving the thumbs down to Brandon Overton. Tyler, why don't you like Brandon Overton?
Man, he just rubs me the wrong way. Look at that. I mean, he don't even wear his hat right. Does that not bother anybody?
You're not wearing your hat that great either.
Well, this one was his. That's why. Nah, I like Brandon. He's a good dude. He's just a little nervous. This ain't his cup of tea, but it's fun. You can't expect much here. You just gotta be fast and always be the bat, not the ball, and hopefully it all plays out in your favor.
Ben wants to know why you're sitting on Jimmy Owens' car.
Because I'm crew chiefing on the mod today. That's where I was at all day today. I've been working on it because my buddy Jim, he wants to be stuck, so we got him stuck today.
I had one more for you. What are your thoughts on being the driver that nobody wants to date their sister?
That means that they all know I have the best chance with their sister.
That's one way to look at it. That's Tyler Erb. He's the Kenny Wallace of the super late models.
I mean, Chris is getting knowledge bombs. My favorite is Overton. I'm sitting up there, and this guy goes through the fence, and all 4 tires still got air in them. It ain't fair.
That is 2 national treasures,
guys,
right there.
Before our interview with Brandon, we talked a little bit more, and he had more choice words about how disgusted he was that he had the problems that he did. He said, all I did was brush the wall, and we had more problems than anybody else.
That's very out of character for Brandon. I mean,
somebody else walked by and joked with him, and Brandon said, you can call me Chase Elliott or Brad Sweet too if you want with the Napa sponsorship. These guys are good, man. These guys are fun to be around back here.
A report from down here at the scene, I think most of the cars able to roll away except James Nash. The drive flange broke in the rear end, so the rear axle moving around. So that brought his Castrol Gateway Dirt Nationals presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts to a close.
All right, well, you need the drive flange. All right, so we're going to get him lined back up. Well, James Nash was outside front row, so that should
move the entire outside row.
I think so. Well, I don't think we crisscross him. So in theory, that would move Michael Siebers up to the front row in his 2009 throwback to his dad's car, but he's at the back of the pack. We're going to see how all this shakes down. And
you know what? We'll just we'll announce it either way. We'll announce it. Doesn't matter who starts.
We want to thank Pee Wee's Record Service for sponsoring this non-qualifier event and for also helping us out here at the Dome.
That's right.
And while I am out of the betting odds right now, Blake is still in it because if we get less than 2 more, Blake wins.
No, wait. That's not exactly true. I took over 4.5.
No, he took. No.
Oh, if you get less than 2 more, I see what you're saying now.
Yeah, the number's
less,
2.5.
Less than 2 more.
We're
Okay,
leaving,
right.
yeah.
Well, I had to take my shoe off and count that 6th toe.
You didn't have
we'll help you, DJ.
Thank you. But numbers are hard to me.
All right, so getting everything lined up here. We'll try it again. And actually, it looks like Siebers, I guess he was involved in that because he's at the back. So Zach Wohlers goes from outside of row 3 to outside front row, and the Cohasset, Minnesota driver, and the only Wally-built race car trying to keep his Dome hopes alive.
Yeah, Wally-built.
He wins this one. If he does the alphabet run, everybody's going to have a Wally-built next year. You know, my new car also has that deal when the tire gets cut, you can still run it for 50 miles or whatever. Maybe that's what Overton should have brought here.
That's exactly right. We got what is happening right
It's a random cut of humanity making its way into the Dome.
Oh, there was a kid with a beach ball.
Oh, by the way, speaking of beach balls, a little bit later, Peyton Taylor has got a lot of beach balls for your, I don't know, your striking enjoyment. I don't even know what you call it, but we're going to get those out later. Peyton Taylor, you never are going to have a dull moment when the Taylor family's in the house.
No, that is a fact. Look at those stocking caps.
We met Waldo earlier. Speaking of people from the stands, that was cool to meet Waldo.
We met Waldo. We met Buddy the Elf.
The coolest person in that picture is the one with the checkered flag hat. That's my favorite, but not you.
Oh, they've got their names on.
Oh, they do. Oh, hey, stand up and turn around. Stand up and turn around. We want to.
Yeah, we want to see
what we're working with.
We want to see who you are.
Susanna, get out of the seat.
Yep.
Thank you, Susan. Gage, get your ass up. Gage, look at us. Gage, stand up. I like it. That is so. Oh, there we go.
That's cool.
That's a winner. Thank you. There we go.
Good stuff.
Susanna never stood up. Duly noted. Security to that section. Susanna's out. All right, we're going to try to get DJ White.
I mean, you just gave Gage a hard time over there.
He was not following directions.
Give your phone number out again on the video
don't do
board.
that.
Derek Fetter on the pole. Zach Wohlers on the outside. Pee Wee's Record Service non-qualifier number 1 is back underway, and we need a big old PSG for 12 laps in this one.
It's a little tricky getting into 1-2. Oh man, 3 wide back in the pack. Meanwhile, McGee waiting to hang up. No. Coleman Farms caution.
Number 2.
Blake, you're in danger. I think we're going to take half of that lap, though. We should. Let's take the guys that made it past, and we'll line everybody else up. And again, right now, this racetrack's got some character to it, and nobody is giving a single inch. And I think they forget about the time limit factor in this as well.
There is a time limit factor. There's a lot of factors. There's a lot of things happening tonight. We've got non-qualifiers. We've got qualifiers. We've got promoters, provisionals for the qualifiers. We've got winning your ends. Again, you get roughly 412 chances to make the big dance here at the Castrol Gateway Dirt Nationals.
And it is a little different because, up until I think last year, if you didn't finish an X spot on your qualifying night, you didn't race tonight.
Yep.
So we added these non-qualifiers, and it's working out marvelously right now. But down to you, Blake.
Ben, I'm going to use the Ralph Wiggum I'm in danger meme
Mike
here.
Doris to the Dome in 25.
Who is Mike Doris?
Well, I don't know. That
Wait,
might be him holding up a sign right there.
Are you Mike Doris? No? I thought it
Will
was
the real
Doris
Mike Doris please stand up?
What if there's like
They're
3
saying that Mike Doris is actually here. We're going to go on a field trip since you guys asked.
Oh, man, listen to this. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to need security out there tonight. I see it
Here's
coming.
Mike Doris, tall boy and all right here.
No, not Mike Norris.
Nope, Mike Doris.
Doris, okay.
Mike Doris. Okay, so they want to get you to the Dome.
I'd love to come here.
Okay, you
He's
race
here.
modifieds?
No.
No. Well, you're here. You're here then.
I am here, yeah. of
What
course.
does Mike
But
race?
Yeah, I'd love to try to get something together with a late model deal out here next year, maybe. We'll see.
Okay, there it is. All right, get Mike Doris
Trenton.
and his Busch Light back to the Dome.
Trent, can you ask him if he races anything? Has he ever raced?
Hey, Ben wants to know if you've raced, and it's not often that the whole crew gets stumped here, so have you raced, do you race?
Yeah, I don't even think these guys would have to stay away from the beer to help me out next year. We'll see.
I don't know what that means.
Did not even answer the question.
Sure. Have you raced?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Guys, that's all I've got from down here.
Mike Doris, not invited.
He did not say what he's raced.
He said the crew was going to have to definitely stay out of the beer as he's working on a beer.
And he's carrying 2 beers when he says that.
Tall boys nonetheless.
I'll tell you what, if he can outrun Dakota Smith next year, he gets an invite.
I actually think next year we need to have competition and we have a foot race. We get 10 people sign up, and Adam Martz is part of it. Adam Martz is actually the bunny that goes in front of he goes in front of the greyhounds at the dog track. And we're going to see, can you beat Dakota Smith on foot at the Dome? I think that needs to happen next year.
I, in fact, cannot.
I want to race him, but I don't think I can beat him, but I like the challenge.
Oh.
We'll get Derek Ramirez out here because he was, he has just wicked speed.
We got to get Kitty in there, guys. See if he has any more talents we don't know about. Get Kitty in the race, too.
Ramirez claims he's washed up and done. So.
Oh, Kitty will do it. Kitty will do it.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I think we can get Ramirez back. I want Ramirez in it. Who else? I want Don Hammer in it. And I'm going to jump the start, I promise you.
Buddy the elf kid that we got our
that
picture
was so
taken
cool,
with.
man.
Yeah.
And meeting him in Waldo was fantastic today. It was really cool. We got a few minutes to go around the pits and meet a few of the fans today. And
that was cool.
People come. It's really a family tradition. I know right now this is kind of not the best right now what's happening, but it's a family tradition and people come and hang out, and it's really cool to see. We've seen like 3 families, some with 3, almost 4 generations here, and that's really special. We thank you again for being here.
It is. It really is, and it's one of the things that makes this event incredibly special. And we even saw people here that left their kids at home.
And then their kid busted them out.
Yes, that's
sorry,
exactly
Lucas
right.
Johnson.
Yeah, Lucas Johnson, we're very sorry that your parents came without
Look
you.
at this guy.
Oh, my goodness. That is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Opie fan.
He's either an Opie fan, an A.J. Diemel fan, or he once played football for a team that wore Rudolph outfits and had numbers. What is happening here?
That is, she has a signed Turbo head.
Oh, look at Turbo coming over. That's
look
nice.
at that.
Oh.
That's sweet.
He's gonna be like Post Malone. He'll have that face tattoo by next week.
Him or Jelly Roll, one of the two.
It's fantastic. Well, right now, if you're Derek Fetter, you're saying, you know what, guys, time limit's up. Let's just go. Let's send me to the back of a qualifier. I know what you're thinking, but I think the time limit started when they came out, not when they took the first green.
You mean when they pulled out on the racetrack?
Yeah. But they rolled it for 10 minutes.
I'm completely okay with that then.
That's not fair. Blake, I feel like DJ's got to give these guys one more chance, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Now, it needs to be a single file restart. In no world should we double these guys up. Unless it's a single file.
I put my money on over 4.5, so I am letting her ride.
Blake, keep this in mind, though. If they call a time limit right now, you win.
Right. I was going to ask that, DJ. Like, do we get credit?
No, it's a push.
That's nonsense. That's nonsense.
No, you're not getting your money back. You lost. Sorry.
This is.
You got to work hard or work smarter, not harder.
You guys are terrible bookies. Terrible.
Oh no, they're doubling them up. Kelly Carlton did not hear my request. Christmas does not come early. All right, so Justin Green will get a chance. He's in second. Actually, he's in second. He wants to keep Zach Wohlers and everybody else behind him, and we're going to try to get a clean green flag run here. As we do technically have one in the books. I want to point that out. They did take the people that crossed in that first lap, so we're going to come back to the Octane Race Products restart zone, and we're going to try to get 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 laps in. Top 2 move off to the qualifiers. Everybody else done for the weekend, and we're back underway.
1 lap down. Oh,
no!
That's not good. Not good at all.
My goodness, thank goodness that there was styrofoam there, because...
There is not anymore.
Oh, my goodness.
Keyword being was.
Oh, no. Blake, you just lost, by the way.
Yeah, I just lost.
Hey, guys, technically on your caution thing, because this is the 3rd red.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
This is the 3rd red.
Oh, that's it. The checkered's out. The checkered is out. The checkered is out. This one's over.
But
did Hawkins come sprinting up to your booth, huffing and puffing there?
Yeah, Brad just come running in the door again, huffing and scruffing.
Good night. Chris Moore, that's a push. We didn't lose any money.
No. The red flags, it's true. There was only 1 yellow.
No.
You got to have a caution before you. A caution turns into a red.
These semantics you guys are throwing in are complete nonsense, and I refuse to accept
If you guys don't want to pay Blake, that's fine. Derek Fetter is going to get the win by default, and the Rocket by Cordy, Creason Racing Engine, FNS Collision, Big Sticky's Barbecue.
I really don't know.
Martin, Ron Mill State Farm. And here's the iBox Springs instant replay.
I don't know who's second. Is Justin Green second?
I don't think it can be.
Man. I
hope they got more styrofoam, because my goodness, he was going to hit that full bore. Oh, that still hurt. That still hurt. Oh man, hard lick on the wall he built into the styrofoam on the front straightaway. Well, the bar's been set high for non-qualifier action here tonight, as I guess Justin Green's going to transfer because...
I truly don't know.
Hey, Jerry, can you find out from Huffy Puffy over there who's got the second spot? Because
on my way, it'll take me a day.
It is fair that the guy that was in second, I mean, he was crashing.
The guy that was in second wrecked. I mean, I don't know.
It's got to be Justin Green.
Yeah,
All right.
the Grinch looks like his dog ate him.
All right, we're gonna step aside. We got the shot back down in turn 1 to get the styrofoam off the racetrack. We got a few wreckers down there. Again, thank you to Pee Wee's Wrecker Service. Although I see it looks like Lowry's are the ones down there.
Yeah, I need a leaf blower to turn 1, please.
So we're gonna step aside, thank some marketing partners, and get our head right for ZEMP Non-Qualifier 2 coming up next here at the Dome.
We're excited this year to be bringing the FloRacing Best Appearing Car Award to the Gateway Dirt Nationals for the first time. And it's going to be $1,000 to the Best Appearing Super Late Model team and also $1,000 to the Best Appearing Open Wheel Modified team.
It rose from humble beginnings in the Valley of the Sun. A sprint car racer saw the need for racing shirts. And now, the vision of Carl Korbacher has resulted in Arizona sports shirts helping racers across America spread their message. For the best custom designed shirts, hoodies, caps, koozies, and much more, go to ArizonaSportShirts.com. Be part of history. Arizona Sport Shirts, the original racing shirt.
Flying A Motorsports has been providing the motorsports industry with the finest transportation equipment for over 35 years, offering an extensive range of new and pre-owned motor coaches, toter homes, race trailers, car haulers, and more. Flying A is proud to be a premier dealer for Renegade, Show Hauler, Intech, T&E, Bravo, C-Tech, and more. Visit FlyingAMotorsports.com to view current and on-order inventory.
Give yourself safer, smoother towing with Shocker Hitch. Choose from our best-selling air bumper hitches with over 10 ball mount attachments and up to 12.5 inches of drop. Or our air tongue mounts that give instant air ride towing to any trailer. For hotshot drivers, check out our Gooseneck Surge air ride towing hitch and shift lock coupler. For campers, our quick air fifth wheel camper hitches, making every camping trip smooth and safe. Got a bumper pull camper? Check out our air equalizer for weight distribution. Check this out and more at shockerhitch.com for safer, smoother towing.
Shiny, clean, less sludge? Those chairs are for you, Rosa, because Rocket's still running like a dream thanks to you and the sludge-protecting power of Castrol GTX Ultra Clean. Castrol GTX Ultra Clean in, garage swagger on.
You do a lot of hauling, and I mean a lot. That means you're prepared with a hitch for every job. So let's make this easy. Introducing the all-new Hitch Harness. Built for any vehicle, in any situation. A safe and secure way to store your vehicle receiver hitches. So say goodbye to rattling and damaged truck beds. Welcome to the new wave of hitch storage. Because it's not always about what you're hauling, but how you do it.
Rolling through the sunrise, coffee in their cup. From the bustling city lights to the quiet county roads. The backbone of this nation, carrying heavy loads. Here's to the heroes on the highway, turning wheels to pave our way. Day and night they're out there moving, America's lifeline always proving.
Welcome back to the Dome at America Center for the Castrol Gateway Dirt Nationals, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Big hit for Troy Wohler. As you can see, we got the new barricade in place, but the K-rail moved about 1.5 feet off the racetrack. I have size 11 shoes, and you can see they clearly fit in there. So pretty big hit there for the 71 car, Troy Wohler's. Beautiful race car, but man, they got some body work to do. Ben, DJ, I think they're going to try to get this K-rail moved back here once they get everything cleaned up.
Well, thanks a lot. And we do have an official ruling from New York. We have Jerry Gene Sterator over here with us. And what's the official ruling on the race, sir, from our rules analyst?
Ruling after review, the transfer cars are the 32F and 10J after the review of the replay.
All right, Gene, Jerry, thank you very much.
To be clear, the 10J was 6th on the restart.
I like the thought of TJ Janicek just making a run through the field now.
What about the ruling on the yellows? That's what we really want to know.
I'd like to get Don Hammer to the infield to push that K-rail back out. because I don't think KG's going to do it. He's just hanging out down there.
I love the thought of KG proving you wrong, and he just shoves that thing out 1.5 feet and makes it happen.
The fact that we had backup styrofoam was great. Next, we're going to be getting giant TVs out of the infield. Just get the styrofoam out of there to put down there. And again, you know, kudos to Cody Summer and the staff for thinking to put those there, because as rough as that was, that could have been a lot harder hit on that concrete.
I did talk to Derek Baugh on the racetrack a little bit underneath the first red, and he said, you know, of all the nights to put a tow truck on the racetrack, it's tonight when the track is softer than it's been the first 3 nights. And so they said they got a little bit of work to do on the track to get it back in shape, because there's some ruts that the tow trucks created on the track.
Well, and we saw those guys bouncing through the holes on those starts down in 1 and 2, and you know, some of them actually made it to 3 and 4, but a lot of guys had a lot of trouble down in 1 and 2, and at the end of the day, we got a half a lap in on that one. So
that might be the shortest race in the history of racing.
The good news is the outside catch fence survived that one. As you see outside, the fueling lanes and the cars are coming down through there. And just a normal day in downtown St. Louis with dirt late models and dirt modifieds making their way down through. That's a rough little spot on that manhole. Watch the bodies bounce.
And getting them ready for the dome.
That's right. Make sure the shocks are ready to eat.
You never know what you're going to see on that camera either.
Again, the one guy that ran the red light the year, and then there was another year there was a passenger car that had got into the fuel lane that was driving the wrong way down it.
Yeah, tried to make his way in. Yeah, we saw people walking down through there. You just never really know.
You don't know. Well, right now they're continuing to bring the qualifier cars into the non-qualifier cars into the building. So again, we have 2 more non-qualifiers that we hope that we can see through to the full duration. And then we jump into 6 qualifiers. We've already got 10 cars in each one of those. 9 guys between the preliminary nights and each of those 6 qualifiers earn spots in that based on their finishes and their prelim programs. And then there was the promoter's choice, where they added a 10th spot where some of the guys that maybe qualified well and had bad luck from there, that they got added into those and didn't have to be in the non-qualifiers. And those read as, and starting 10th in the first qualifier, Tyler Erb; 10th in the second qualifier, Rusty Schlenk; 3rd in the 6th in the third qualifier, Brandon Overton; and then in the 4th qualifier, it's Dylan Thompson; the 5th qualifier, Will Harrington; and Chad Zobrist will start 10th in the 6th qualifier. And all of those will have 1 more starter in them, courtesy of 2 transfers out of the non-qualifiers. We'll put each one of those drivers will tag the back of one of the 6 qualifiers. So it's a lot of math.
That's a lot of qualifiers. What if we don't get any more laps in non-qualifiers tonight?
I don't like where you're at. We're going to get it. It was just one of those ways to start the night. Things are going to pick up. They're going to be better. Let's be optimistic.
Thanks, buddy.
Santa's watching.
Hey,
yeah.
I was just thinking. We'll talk next commercial break. We've been working on more Castrol FloRacing Night in America stuff for 2025.
Yeah, there's a lot of exciting things happening, a lot of announcements. Cody Summer's going to join us up here later.
Yes.
He's got some really fun stuff he's going to talk to us about.
We'll have another track that we've never been to before.
I'm going to have 2 on this year's schedule that I've never been to.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. That is going to be a lot of fun. We'll mention that a little bit later on this evening. Stay tuned.
So Dakota Tennyson had held out information from me.
Shocker.
The promoter's choice will actually start 11th in all of those qualifiers. The transfers will start in front of them.
Okay.
You would think Dakota Tennyson, he works with me at my race pass, he would give me information. He elected not to.
In fact, would not. Nope. 2-seater.
Well, let's see if
right
the 2-seater can get a good couple clean laps around here.
And I think,
who's in it today?
Oh boy, let's see. I talked to my man Matt Altiers earlier. I think B-Ship in it today, defending Gateway Dirt Nationals. Well, no, Devin's got the first ride, and then that's what it is. Devin Moran out there right now, and then Brandon Shepard is doing the main ride there at the end of the night. So again, past Gateway Dirt Nationals champ, and I believe that's the ride they're auctioning off down there as well. I think it's section 123. That's coming up later on this evening. Devin Moran giving a ride in the Low Voltage Solutions 2-seater out there on the racetrack right now, and that Grinch survived. The last Grinch on Zach Woller's car did not. This one does.
Now, Whoville won that fight.
That is not a mean one, Mr. Grinch. I just saw that Grinch talking to kids.
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hold on. Wow.
Oh, Dev.
If I was in that car in the passenger seat, I'd have closed old eyes. Devin gave them their money's worth. That's a cowboy up track for a 2-seater ride.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Well, we've got ZAMP non-qualifier number 2 coming up next. 12 laps or 15 minutes, whichever comes first. Top 2 will go to the back of a qualifier coming up a little bit later on. And let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup for ZAMP non-qualifier number 2.
be Matthew Tribble on the pole out of Pocahontas, Arkansas, in the 111. Zach Blackwood out of Columbus, Indiana, in the 93 alongside.
Row 2 is going to be Dustin Rollins out of Princeton, Kentucky, and on his outside, out of Cleveland, Tennessee, in the JO, it's John Ownby.
Inside of row 3, it's Kyle Forgy out of Lewisburg, Kentucky in the 47, and Austin Tice out of Brenham, Texas in the 7D.
Corey Delancey, a regular with the Steel Block Late Model Series, starts inside row 4. He's in the C2, and on his outside, out of Greenville, South Carolina, the 12 is Devin Morgan.
Row 5 will be Kyle Mixon out of Alton, Illinois in the 27E, and Glenn Hounshall out of Lancaster, Kentucky in the 20H.
Timmy Dick going to start inside row 6. He's in the 122, and he'll be flanked by the Bagley, Minnesota driver, the 57. That is Blake Higginbotham.
We move back to row number 7, and it'll be Tate O'Leary out of Port Lambton, Ontario in the 28K, and Lexington, South Carolina's Lance Brazington in the 11.
Will Harris starts inside row number 8. He's in the 21, and on his outside, out of Mount Airy, North Carolina, in the 114, that is Evan Kohler.
Jamie Zydar out of Hell's Corners, Wisconsin in the 9Z starts inside of row 9. To his outside, Robbie Scott out of Shinston, West Virginia in the 18S.
Row 10 inside Clayton, Wisconsin's Jared Bamberger in the 17J, and David Siebers out of Lewisburg, Tennessee in the 18D.
And the final two starters scheduled to be Ted Johnson Jr. out of Rushville, Ohio in the 25, and Chase Collins, the 2x4, out of Jacksonville, Florida. Chase was having some fun with me last night because I talked about he had 4 wins this year in Crown Vics, and he goes, to be fair, one of those Crown Vic wins was worth $5,000. I was like, hey man, a win's a win.
Absolutely.
He is the Crown Vic king of the world.
Absolutely he is.
So how many cars do we have, DJ? We can have up to 22. What do we have?
Maybe, hopefully not 22. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. And you got like 19 of them, man. Yep.
Which one more than the last race.
We saw how it ended.
That's right. All right. I'm going to go the under on this. Coleman Farms caution at 3.5. We push the line. I will take the under. DJ, what do you think?
You are very, very optimistic. I think that I don't know. There's someone talking in my ear. Pets' heads are falling off.
I think we're latched down on the trailer.
Maybe I'm just hearing voices too. I don't know. You know what? I think this one is going to hit the time limit.
I think we're going to go 12 laps.
Okay.
And I'm taking the under on 4.5. Blake, how do you feel?
Are you under on 3.5?
No, that's
are we 4.5 or 3.5?
It's 3.5. I'm sorry.
Four yellows.
I cheated.
And we get to double-digit laps. 4 yellows, double-digit laps. Calling my shot.
So you're taking the over. Okay.
All right. Well, there you go.
Chris Moore has nothing to say.
We muted his mic, actually.
Matthew
Whoa. What was the number?
3.5.
Well, he's given 6 numbers, Chris, so pick one.
Oh, man.
Blake said 4 on the nose is what it would be.
that feels right.
All right, so in the duration, do we get all 12 laps?
No.
Oh, man, you guys.
No.
Your negativity.
No.
All right.
I like to be right, not positive.
He is very much like me. He is very much like me.
So 3 cautions, full distance. Come on, Matthew Tribble and Zach Blackwood. Arkansas and Indiana, I believe in you. Lights are down. They'll come to the Octane Race Products start zone, and they'll see the green flag at the Fast Shaft start-finish line. Looking good so far. Gassing it up. We're underway.
Matthew Tribble in the 1-1.
Okay, to be clear, this does not count. It's after the first completed lap of caution, yes.
What? No, we didn't even complete a lap in the last one. No, that's a yellow.
They waved the start off. That does not count toward the over.
Sorry, that counts. Don't make me go back to Jerry Van Sterator over here for an
race
official
control
ruling.
just came and took Jerry out of here. I don't know what happened. Travis Scott came and got him, not the rapper.
Your wife Cheryl's the only one left in the booth. She may have to call the modified non-qualifiers.
I hope they call engineering because it's snowing in here again. Somebody's turned the air down.
Oh my Lord.
All right, so Matthew Tribble, Zach Blackwood, guys, get it together. I can't have any more cautions as they'll bring us around to the Octane Race Products start zone. 12 laps the distance, top 2 to the back of the qualifiers, and we're underway.
That is one caution, by the way. All right, Zach Blackwood in the 93, Matthew Tribble in the 111. As they go side by side through turns 3 and 4.
We've done it.
Oh, we got a lap in the books, baby, and it is Zach Blackwood
Look at Blackwood.
up front.
He's shooting rooster tails. Blackwood is gas. Oh,
got debris and
Timmy Dick.
That is caution number 2.
All right, so Coleman Farms Racing caution coming out. Now, the bad news is there is a Coleman Farms Racing caution. The good news is in the first 2 non-qualifiers, that's the first time the entire field has made it around.
We're making progress. Baby steps, my friend. Baby steps.
Talk to Kelly, see if we take single file so I have a shot at this under. iBox brings instant replay. And let's see what happened to Chris Dick down in turns 1 and 2. Oh, Yeah, it just got in there a little too low and then got pinched off, and it didn't matter because there was debris on the speedway as well.
The snow that was coming from the press box was actually debris.
If you see the abominable snow monster come in back
we can't be counting that first yellow. But Kyle McGowan was showing the green and the yellow at the same time.
Oh, okay. So that's one.
But he showed a yellow. He showed a yellow.
That's a human
right?
error.
He showed a yellow.
He had the green flag out too, though. I mean, it was like a hot lap session there.
Okay. Now, listen. What would you do at Skagit?
I would defer to Caitlin Stewart. You're going to get yelled at no matter what.
All right, Zach Blackwood's going to lead the way in this one. Matthew Tribble sits in the second spot with 1 lap down, 11 to go in a race that will go the full distance. In the third spot, John Ownby and Dustin Rollins along with Austin Tice. Ownby had a pretty good start to the night back in his qualifying night on Thursday and just missed the feature by a little bit. He's got a lot of experience on those smaller racetracks over there from the Cleveland, Tennessee area. Obviously, the old Cleveland Speedway, and then Boyd's Speedway. Man, hated to see Boyd's go away. Yeah. Riley Hickman and McDowell and all those guys had really put a lot of work into that place, and going to hold out a shimmer of hope that maybe one day we could see it.
Did you get to go there?
I never went to Boyd's. I did go to Cleveland.
I went there. Well, I went to a cold race at Cleveland.
Yeah,
once.
Cleveland was a really neat racetrack, but man, just it was in a place where real estate was worth more than a racetrack.
Yeah.
It was just the unfortunate part, but a lot of history at Cleveland, and obviously when you get thinking about that area, all the racers about that area, the Ronnie Johnsons, obviously talking about McDowell, and just so many great ones.
They used to have they used to have a race there like the third week of Thanksgiving. It wasn't the Gobbler, but it was some,
The Shamrock. No, the Shamrock was
turkey.
It was like at Cleveland.
Yeah.
I thought the Gobbler was at Cleveland.
Maybe
they moved it to Boyd's.
Maybe it was the Gobbler. That's what it was.
Yes.
It was the Gobbler.
Yeah.
Man, I went there once. It was.
I went to the Shamrock, and that Shamrock was covered in ice. It was cold.
Oh, man. I went to the Gobbler, I think it was in 01, and it was cold, cold, cold. Now, we may have been a little underprepared for that particular weather as well. We were at Atlanta Motor Speedway, actually, for the last Cup race of the year, yeah.
Yeah, that's a neat area, man. They've lost a lot of areas have lost a lot of great racetracks. And
in the same sense, several tracks coming back, though. Eastern Kentucky starting to see some tracks come back.
We talked about LaSalle Speedway coming back. Met today with some folks in the pit area, formerly Thunder Valley Speedway in Winfield, Alabama. The Bird family it's going to be West Alabama Speedway. It's good to hear those stories.
KG's already on the move for new styrofoam.
Thank you, Blake. Down to you, Chris.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I got Dylan Thompson here with Chase Motorsports Coach Trailers, and you're going to roll off 10th in the 5th qualifier, but you got something cool going on, too, here for all the people in the pits.
I do. Thank you. Yeah, we've got a brand new Renegade Classic 45 CBF, 45-foot overall length, 2 full bathrooms, heated floors, 40,000-pound towing capacity, everything. So here's the deal. If you'll come down to the pit area on Vendor Row, we're right here on the corner, and you'll take just a quick spin through the coach, talk to Paul for a minute, let me hand you a business card. I'm going to put your name in to win a brand new Burrow Max, one of the little electric mini bikes, $2,000 value, no purchase necessary. You can just slide by and just put your name on the thing. You don't even have to take any literature with you, but check out the coach if you have a chance.
Yeah, there's the coach right there behind us. There's kids also waving to us, and the Burrow Max is on the table there. Cody might make it over there, but I wanted to make sure the mic was good. And if I don't respond, guys, I'm probably going to go take a look through the coach.
Yeah, tell Dylan Ben's on the way down to check it out.
Appreciate everyone for coming by. We've had so many people come by and check it out. Really good weekend. Thanks to Cody and everyone here. It's been awesome.
Ben says he's on his way down to check it out.
Come on down.
There you go, guys.
I tell you what, another racer does a lot to support the sport, and man, they build some top-notch toters and trailers down there. Go check it out and get a Burrow Max. Those aren't cheap either, DJ. That's a heck of a giveaway just for taking a tour through a really impressive trailer down there.
Those are nice, yeah.
Yeah, so check it out down there with the fine folks from Chase. And,
there you go. There it is. There's the Burrow Max you can win.
I like that.
Absolutely. By the way, I just got confirmation from Robert Holman that the 2001 Gobbler at Cleveland, also the coolest race he's ever been to.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, you're in the Smoky Mountains and you're there in November. I mean, do the math. It could go bad.
It could possibly go wrong.
Well, so right now we do have 2 laps down in this one, 10 to go. We've officially had 2 Coltman Farms Racing cautions, and it's Zach Blackwood leading the way over John Ownby. Matthew Tripple's gone back to 3rd, so right now Ownby in that transfer spot. And the 4th spot, Dustin Rollins, Austin Tice will head over to Trenton.
Guys, I'm here with Andrew Yoder from Pennsylvania as part of Yoder Nation. He says he's one of the representatives here. Trying to race the Dome. Again, this is not open recruiting, but a few people going to take their shots here. So help me out, Ben and DJ, here a little bit with some Port Royal knowledge. But Andrew, how important would it be for you to race here? What would it mean to you?
Oh, I love these little bull rings. Just the stage, it's so cool. Just come here for the first time to watch, and it's just insane how up on the wheel you got to be to get around this place. Even how little it is, how hard you're on the gas. I mean, if you ain't getting after it, you ain't going nowhere.
So if you got a chance to come race here, you would not be the cause of a caution in a non-qualifier, would you?
I hope not. I'd be fast up front would be the plan.
There it is, Ben, DJ.
Thank you very much. As we come back to the green flag here in ZAMP non-qualifier number 2, and Zach Blackwood, your leader, with the caution starting to pile up. Guys, they've got that clock in their head. They know it's go time. Oh, a little beating and banging through 1 and 2. We stay green for now down the back straightaway.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, they've wrecked 5 times on this restart, and somehow we still stay green. Zach Blackwood trying to keep the pack of wolves behind him. John Ownby in the 2nd spot. Dustin Rollins right now 1 spot out in the Coltman Farms Racing caution. Will fly again.
Yeah, Blake Higginbotham dropped the hammer down in turn 1 and 2, and I think it was on Hounshell. We'll see the iBox instant replay, but Higginbotham, he got a big run out of 3 and 4, and he was carrying momentum into 1 and 2, and there was a car right in front of him. So we'll see if we have anything on that as they are scattered down there. That'd be the 3rd Coltman Farms Racing caution.
No, I think that's 4.
No, the initial was waved off.
Did he have a caution flag in his hand? Yes.
We have
did he
3 laps
yes.
complete. We have 3 cautions complete.
No, that's not how this works.
Well, Higginbotham's going to drive away as that Christmas present is partially unwrapped in the 57. Got the Grinch on the front of that car. Seems like the cars that have the Grinches on them not having a great start to the night.
Not been a really good omen, no. Put somebody nicer on there next year, guys. But I mean, everybody likes Santa, right? Put Santa on there.
What was the guy in Rudolph that was like the guy that was the gold miner or whatever? What was his name?
Oh yeah.
What is it, Jerry? Lay it on me, Jerry.
Something Cornelius.
Oh yeah, something.
Yeah. There's
Yukon Cornelius.
Yukon Cornelius. Put Yukon Cornelius on your car.
Yes,
thank you, Jerry.
absolutely.
Thank you for production. I love production had Yukon. Jerry had Cornelius.
I knew the last name.
Hey man, we're digging deep for content right now, guys. That's all you got to know. We're trying to get.
When you looked at me and tell me to turn the mic on, I know you've got the bottom of the barrel. You've lowered the standards to raise the average.
Hey, why you got the mic on?
Yeah, go ahead, caller.
Good stuff at Marshalltown Speedway. When we talked about Flow Night in America, give your track a plug. You got some good stuff coming up at Motown here in 2025.
You bet. First weekend of April, we'll have the annual Frostbusters. The week after that, we'll have the King of the High Banks, $5,000 to win for the stock cars.
Oh, the commissioner needs to be there for that.
Kelly Shryack, defending champion of that event. And then we'll go into some weekly racing, and then you guys will come May 13th, and we'll go topless for Sport Mods and Modifieds on the first weekend of June. Come back with the Dale de France Memorial the end of July, and then kick it off, or end the season as they'll go chasing combines again at the Harvest Hustle last weekend of October.
That was a huge event for you last year. When are you going topless?
That was a bacon fest, but we're going topless on the first Friday of June in Sport Mods and
topless.
Yes, Capital Signs always. Chris Burke and the gang always making that a good event for the modifieds and modifieds and Sport Mods. We make it a weekend, do that, and then we also do it over at Boone on Saturday. So make it worth their while.
The good schedule.
DJ, you know, the Harvest Hustle, Jerry has 235 cars, runs the whole show in 3-4 hours.
Absolutely he does. He absolutely does. Yeah.
239, Blake.
Yeah, 239.
Yeah. It's 239. Whole show done in 3.5 hours, and it's live on FloRacing as well.
Yes, it is.
All right, so we're getting things sorted out, guys. We have new styrofoam on the racetrack over at turn at number 3. So
Oh, he sold some TVs?
we sold some TVs. They're going to be heading to Walmart pretty soon to see what's on the Black Friday special still to get the styrofoam out. And, you know, it's interesting. I don't think I've seen the styrofoam destroyed once since they've been putting it there.
Yeah.
And now we've taken 3 out tonight.
Yeah, that's been a thing.
Or 2. We take
It's
2.
been a thing. We took out 2.
You're the first. We have never took one out of the park.
We
last
had
night.
that happen.
Never had a 400-yard dash.
We also had that, a 400-yard
That's
dash.
aggressive in a stadium that only had a 100-yard football field. That's aggressive.
Well, with as many steps as he took, he had short strides.
I think the distance is still. I think
it's still the same distance.
Yeah, I think that's. I don't think
I think
that
if you
changes.
drive 100 miles, it's still 100 miles. I don't care how long it took to get there.
So if a train driving west is going 65 miles an hour.
Okay, yeah. You guys know I'm not good with math and numbers, correct?
Well, we already talked about that 6 toe that I have.
Yes.
3 laps down, 9 laps remaining here in Zant Non-qualifier 2. We have got to be pushing the time limit in this one as well, I would think.
Believe it or not, we're still 2.5 minutes away from it.
Like I said, we're pushing it.
Hey, Blake, as they get the lineup set out here, just give me a few prolific thoughts from the infield on your observations so far of Zamp and Non-qualifier 2.
Well, we've already doubled the laps from the first non-qualifier, so I think we're trending in the right tripled. Yeah, we're trending in the right direction here, fellas.
I like his optimism.
I've got a little bit more faith in these guys. I think we can crack off a couple more laps before we get another yellow.
Thank you, Blake. I know it can go to you for optimism. These guys up here, nothing but negativity. Nothing but negativity.
DJ he's booming with positivity tonight.
Hey, Blake, while we're talking about racetracks, Skagit, lay it on us a few things you guys are excited about next year up at Skagit Speedway in Washington.
This year we had the highest paying race in West Coast Sprint Car Racing history, $102,000 to win with Kubota High Limit Racing. We'll have them back again in August. We have 10,000 IMCA modifieds for the Survive the 55 at the end of September. We kick things off in April, May, and race every weekend through the end of September, except we take 2 weekends off.
Go see John Hager and the boys up at Skagit, and Blake will buy you lunch as we come back to the Green Flag single file restart. I like where we're at. We're in the Octane Race Products restart zone, and we're back underway. Zamp Non-qualifier 2.
Yeah, Zach Blackwood trying to hang on for 2.5 minutes or 9 laps, whatever comes first, as he's got John Ownby behind him. And don't look now, the battle for third starting to pick up as around the outside. Devin Morgan tried to monster truck over Dustin Rollins.
And then we're down the back straightaway. And right now, 2-car breakaway. Rollins has got to go 16-time winner this year. He wants to keep his chances alive. And I'm going to tell you right now, Delancey did a great job of saving this.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I thought Corey Delancey was going to completely go around in 3 and 4. He did not. He saved it. And that C2 car's on the move on the inside of the racetrack. He's trying to take third away from Dustin Rollins.
And we're halfway home. 6 down, 6 to go here in this one. As they work down the back straightaway, they could catch lap traffic in this one. As Delancey definitely on the move, trying to get to Ownby for that final transfer.
Indeed he is. Corey Delancey trying to live to race another day as both he and Devin Morgan closing in on John Ownby, and they're both closing in on Ted Johnson Jr. 4 laps to go in Zant Non-qualifier number 2.
And really looking off some good laps. Blackwood has really been hustling this 5th mile oval, and now he closes in on O'Leary. He's got to keep his nose clean. He's in a transfer spot as Ownby's got company. Here comes Delancey with 3 to go for the transfer.
Corey Delancey's got a nose under him in a battle for the final transfer. We'll get the camera on that and show you exactly who is going to race their way into the show this time by. 2 laps to go, and you're looking at the battle for the transfer, and Delancey drops an elbow from the top rope.
Meanwhile, out of turn number 4, a white flag will fly one more time around the speedway for Zach Blackwood with Corey Delancey in the second and final transfer.
And, well, they're getting the 2 to go now, it looks like, so they are...
I'm not sure. We must be off a lap on the counter.
Yeah, it was probably that first caution flag that flew on the start of the race. Now the white flag is out.
Now the checkered.
What the hell is going on here? Oh, no, we stuffed one in the fence.
Don't care
on
the checkered flag.
Oh, no, don't hit him, Timmy Dick.
Oh, man, Devin Morgan in the concrete. Well, we saw
That was fun.
Checkered flag flies. We get all 12 laps. Zach Blackwood takes the win. And I'm going to tell you what, Zach drove the wheels off that thing. A Columbus, Indiana driver, the Bullock-powered Longhorn race car, Kendall Truck and Parts Incorporated, Jones Corps, D&B Screen Printing and Embroidery, Jason Smith Transport, Blackwood Lawn and Landscaping, and Indiana USSAA Fast Pitch. Blake Anderson, we did it in Zamp. Non-qualifier number 2, all 12 laps with 3 cautions.
Where do I go to cash my ticket there, Ben?
I agree.
The horseshoe.
So here's what we did see there. Jokes aside, guys. The guys that were hustling, you could make some moves out there on this racetrack. And Corey Delancey from Parkersburg, West Virginia, takes that final transfer. He started back in 7th, and that leaves Ownby 1 spot out as Night Owl Design non-qualifier number 3 coming up next.
Indeed it is, as you take a look there at the fueling lane outside the Dome at America Center. This final Night Owl Designs non-qualifier, 12 laps, top 2 will transfer. Let's go ahead and give them the starting lineup for this one out of Festus, Missouri. Your pole sitter is going to be the driver, the number 16. That's Rusty Griffoff. And on his outside, Montrose, Georgia, in the 115, it'll be Grimsley Fulford.
Inside of row 2, Quentin White out of Greenwood, Indiana. There's the lineup. And Gavin Cowan out of Tyler Rinkin, Georgia. No, just Rinkin, Georgia. Gavin Cowan in the 219.
We move back. We've also got a car that's broke out here on the racetrack, by the way, down in turns 3 and 4.
So Leary.
Yep. Bree Whitmore inside row 3. She's in the 22 out of McMinnville, Tennessee. And on her outside, Greg Kimmons out of Pleasant Plains, Illinois. He's in the 27.
Row number 4 will be William Rose out of Scott Depot, West Virginia, and Kylan Garner out of Neosho, Missouri.
Nathan Higginbotham going to start inside row number 5. We just saw Blake out here. Nathan's in the next one. On his outside is going to be Matt Koch out of Aveston, Illinois in the 96K.
Breaking news, engineering has fixed the air conditioner in our booth. It's no longer hung wide open. Thank you for handling that, Kelly. We back to row 6, DJ.
Yeah, row number 6 going to be
Blake Morris.
Yes, Blake Morris out of Zanesville, Ohio, of course. And then Dade City, Florida's Brody Smith in the 17 SR.
You know, he wants us to call him the Slim Reaper. He's got to get up on the wheel if he wants a nickname. Moving back to row 7, it'll be Daniel, not related to me, Shelton, out of Richmond, Kentucky. By the way, Daniel Shelton, don't know him, sent me a Facebook message last night. He said, family takes care of family. Can you get me a pass to the back one of the qualifiers for the promoter? I could not. He's going to start 13th in this one.
Well, I mean, you can get modified guys in the show. I can't believe you can't do that.
Outside of row 7. Oh, man, don't get me started. Devin Andrews in the USA 1 out of Wynn, Arkansas, starts outside of row 7.
We move up to back to row number 8, and on the inside, we find the driver out of Mount Airy, North Carolina, the double nickels, Benji Hicks, and on his outside, out of Troy, Missouri, in the 15F, that is Chris Fetter.
Inside of row number 9, that should be Snyder, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Megan Snyder out of Lexington, Kentucky, and her outside, Patrick Daniel out of Wills Point, Texas. Tough weekend so far for the 75.
Absolutely. Moving back to row number 10, out of Farmer City, Illinois, Ben, is going to be Cameron Reynolds in the 18, and on his outside, out of Manford, Oklahoma in the H1, that is Steve Hewitt. Your final 2 starters, it'll be Brandon Carpenter in the 51B and David Marlowe in the M14.
So again, 12 laps. Top 2 move on to the back of the qualifiers. This is the 3rd and final non-qualifier. This is Night Owl Designs non-qualifier. Oh no, the orange cone's here. We have found the orange cone.
Oh, gosh. We have an orange cone. We have Caution Man.
We saw Caution. Caution Man, by the way, had his picture taken yesterday with Brett Coltman. Of course, Coltman Farms Racing sponsoring the cautions. Made me very happy. Oh, no, the cones. He's weeble wobbling around there.
Oh.
No more drinky.
Cut the cone off.
No more drinky drinkies for the person in the cone. Yep. As taking a look around. That would be my luck. That person would be sitting in front of me and I wouldn't be able to see anything because I would have the cone heads in front of me.
We are vertically challenged, as someone told us in the pit area. All right, well, this is the final non-qualifier. And then after this, we have qualifiers.
To be fair, it's only oh no, there's Caution Flag Man. Caution Man.
We don't need oh,
there
Caution
Man. Safety's important, okay? Thank you. All right, there's Caution Flag Man. Again, that was fantastic. Tanya McAllister with MPM Marketing sent me a picture of him with Brett Coltman. And it made Brett Coltman's day. Brett's always smiling anyway. Brett was really smiling in that picture. And we want to thank Brett Coltman and Coltman Farms Racing for all they do to support racing. And they got race teams. You know, they own Tanner English's team that's here. They sponsor events. They sponsor all kinds of things. Hey, one more time, on the Rusty Griffall car, you see all the panels off that car tonight you can go buy, offer a little bit of cash. That money is going to go to help the food banks in the area to make sure hungry families and the kids have got food. Every panel on that car or whatever's left of it, he's done that. And I want to give a big shout out to Rusty Griffall for a very great charity drive. You can go buy. He would like you to take it when you leave today, though, if possible. So head back to the pit area and offer Rusty some cash and see what body panels you could take home to put in your garage, or if you really want to make your wife mad, put it in the living room.
Is that what you do?
No, not even an option.
I know who runs the house. I know who runs your household. Rosie Dog.
Rosie Dog, yes.
Lucy Cat.
Lucy Kitty. All right, so Rusty Griffall on the pole of this one. He doesn't want to give up the body panels quite yet, though. He wants to head to the back of a qualifier. And
Grimsley Fulford alongside.
I love that name, man. That is a name made to race. Grimsley Fulford. Rusty, 3 wins on the year. He picked up multiple UMP South Region championships over his career. Bell Claire Speedway former champion. And, really nice guy, just one of the true veterans of the sport. Definitely a great supporter of the Dome. He starts on the pole of this one.
Absolutely, and you talked about Grimsley Fulford on the outside, the 17-year-old. He didn't get a win this year. He did have 6 top 5 finishes in 12 starts in 2024.
More of a 602 competitor, right?
He's more of a crate guy, absolutely. And then, of course, you've got Quentin White. We just saw Casey race out here a little bit earlier. This will be Quentin White in the 14, the 24-year-old. On the inside of the next row, and then Gavin Cowan on the outside. Gavin Cowan had a good qualifying effort here on last night and just unable to convert. We'll see if he's got anything for him in this one. The Coltman Farms Racing caution lights have been turned off. The green flag will wave next time by. They'll go green in the Octane Race Products starting zone, and Rusty Griffall leads them here in Night Owl Designs non-qualifier number 3.
Griffall, the big slider. He slides himself to the lead out of 2 down the right. Oh, hold on, Grimsley. Don't catch that fence. But
that's not good.
No, he called everybody else. We got a complete wheel and tire off.
Look out.
Boom.
That is not good at all. We just took out a golf cart.
That was a broadside smack, too.
It was a hole-in-one.
Well, I thought Grimsley was about to take out all the fence down the back straightaway. The good news was he got off the wall. The bad news was he got everybody else. And that is going to draw. And look at the lone wheel just rolling. That's right.
I believe it came off the car that just wiped the golf cart out in the infield down there.
I don't think so, because that car's driving away. It's Devin Andrews that came off of sitting out of the
it's happening. It's off the USA 1 right there on the right rear that's on the TV screen. It's on the right rear.
Thank you, Trenton. Blake, are you okay down there, buddy?
Yeah, that was a close call. Another one. Boy, Cody's golf cart took a hard hit.
Is Cody going to be able to continue?
It's rolling.
Okay.
He's driving away right now in the infield.
If you could pull the fenders out on that, we'd appreciate it. As you see Kylan Gardner, he has had a nightmare weekend. You see the 128 sitting in the car, and he's got a Viper up under him. Is that my cousin Daniel? No, that's not. Yeah, actually it is.
No, that was Blake the Snake.
That's right.
The Zanesville driver.
That's right.
There's the golf. Look at that. There's not even any damage on the golf cart.
Well, it broadside smacked it. But it wouldn't have been fun to be in that golf cart when it happened. All right, so we've got penguin rides over there in section 140. We need penguin races. Trenton, I feel like that's an interview waiting to happen right there. Well, that's not nice. You don't know what people. Do you think they walked in off the street with the attached to the not the penguins? Geez,
the pink flamingos. Maybe they did.
I've lost my sugar. I call them penguins. Flamingos, yes.
Very, very possible.
We're getting them untangled down the back straightaway. Blake, I thought we were going to have some catch fence damage, but from your perspective, are we all good back there?
I thought we were going to as well. I looked down towards turn 1 or turn 2. We look all good. Boy, you can see off of turn 2 from your guys' vantage point where he climbed the wall, and all of it in the fence. But from afar, it looks good. I'll walk over there and examine it, though.
We'll go over and fix it, Blake.
Better supervisor than fixer.
Hey, meanwhile, if you need added entertainment this weekend, this gatewaydirt.com/gatewaygossip, and that's what you see on the ribbon board You see right now, we want midgets back, hashtag 2025. You can go over there.
Oh, I want you to read the next one.
I am not going to, but I might have submitted that. If they would, you can go to gatewaydirt.com/gatewaygossip, and if you want something on the board, it goes over there. So if you got birthdays, anniversaries, if you got axes to grind, that's the place to do it. And check her out right now. So you can do that, and we'll go over the iBox Springs instant replays. So right now, this is where I was like, oh no, we're gonna lose the entire back straightaway. And he got off the wall, but he comes down, he catches Bree Whitmore, and then coming in there, Cameron Reynolds, Farmer City racer, shoots down the racetrack, and it is just no good.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, he was coming in there hot.
Oh,
I mean,
you didn't see that? Oh, look at this.
Oh no, look at Blake. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, he came in there, yes, very
Blake,
hot.
you've had race cars coming in.
What is
happening?
What is going on?
I need hazard pay down here.
Can we go check out David Marlowe? Blake, I want you to grab
David Marlowe is waving to the crowd.
Could you go over here and, what does it say on the hand?
Wave back.
Where is he? Oh, there he is. I see the hand now. It's on the other side.
Hey, we see you down there, David. Hey, Gateway, let's wave back to David Marlowe down there who's waving to you
He said,
in the
thank
infield.
you.
Everybody waved to David Marlowe.
I think David is saying
we're on our way.
David's saying thank you to all the cars that missed him and all of that. Thank you all.
Well, to be fair, he had already pulled into the infield, which is, of course, as we've seen, nobody in the infield is safe either.
It's been a rough night as Blake Higginbotham in a wreck in the last one. Nathan Higginbotham here. And Blake Anderson, down to you, and I want to see you wave the big hand up.
Well, he's got his car running right now. David, do you feel like you're in a safe spot sitting here after you saw that last yellow?
Sorry, I didn't hear you there.
You feel like you're in a safe spot sitting right here?
Yes, absolutely. I do feel safe sitting right here right now. I'd love to get out there and turn a couple laps, but unfortunately the won't run in high gear, so I think I'm missing all the carnage. Hate to see these races go like this, but I thought I'd bring my hand out here just in case it went this way. So I say hi to everyone, say thank you to everyone for being out here. Dirt racing is fantastic, the dome is fantastic, and we're just happy to be able to be here and do this.
Everyone wave to David Marlowe. Go. Wave to him, Dome. Martin, you better be waving in 114.
Thank you, David Marlowe. I like your attitude.
Oh, I love the positivity.
I do like
I love that. That's awesome.
We're missing some positivity on the Jumbotron.
Oh, the Gateway Gossip is sold out. We just got
word.
It's
sold out?
Yes,
oh, no.
Emma just told
sorry,
us.
Emmett. She just shut it off.
Yeah. Maybe they had to shut it down.
All right, well, we're going to step aside. We're going to shut down this broadcast for a second. When we come back, we're going to get things back underway. Night Owl Designs, non-qualifier number 3, final night, the 8th annual Castrol Gateway Dirt Nationals presented by O'Reilly Auto.
Need parts fast? We got fast. Need them now? We got now. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. We're O'Reilly Fast. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It's time to rev up the waves to the fast tracks and sun-kissed backs where speed meets serenity at the shores. It's the 3rd annual Clash on the Coast presented by IMCA TV, February 23rd through March 1st at the Northwest Florida and Deep South Speedways. It's 4 nights of racing and 1 great day on the beach. See some of the best IMCA modified and stock car racers try to hang 10 and take home a surfboard. Registration is now open and all information is available at theclashonthecoast.com.
Close Racing Supply in Eldred, Pennsylvania has been in business since 1996, serving the motorsports industry with quality parts for dirt late models, modifieds, and stock clip race cars. In stock are parts from top manufacturers like All-Star Performance, Weir's Machine, Sweet Manufacturing, Winners Performance, Willwood Brakes, and many others. CRS is also home of CRS Race Components, providing top quality suspension parts. Orders are shipped out daily using UPS, FedEx, and truck freight. Find out more at closeracingsupply.com.
What does it mean to be built with Summit? It means turning some rust into rolling artwork. Built with Summit means you're making something that was already fast even faster. It means that your project will be on the road or track long after you've bolted it together. And Built with Summit means you're doing it with in-stock parts, fast shipping, expert advice, and the best prices. Summit Racing Equipment. Let's build it together. SummitRacing.com.
PEM Racing is your choice for the highest quality driveline components, proudly based in the heartland of America. 9-inch rear ends, quick changes, drive shafts, gears, and more. Built by the best for the best. PEM Racing.
Welcome back to the Castrol Gateway Dirt Nationals, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts and Night Owl Designs non-qualifier number 3. It's going to try once again to get underway in this one, and Ben Chilton's over here beside me submitting another message to the video board, which has been sold out, by the way. I think he bought the last one when he was talking about...
That was not me. No, it wasn't. Everybody was thinking it, though. All right, we're going to come back to the green flag. We're going to try this Night Owl Designs non-qualifier number 3, Griffall, and now Cowan. Oh, hang on, Cowan. You got a Griffall right in front of you as Cowan gets his feet back under him. And now Cowan to the inside slider on Griffall. Okay, this is fun. Lap 1 of the books. How about it for Gavin Cowan? Oh, no.
Oh man, that was an incredibly hard hit for Rusty Griffall.
Oh,
wow.
Thank you, Styrofoam. Hopefully we got more. My goodness. What is the big change? Why all of a sudden are we seeing all that right now?
I don't know. I mean, and you had 2 guys at the front of the field that were racing hard for the lead, and you're transferring 2 drivers in out of these non-qualifiers, and we'll have to take a look at the iBox Springs instant replay when they get it queued up to see exactly what happened there. They made contact, and I'm telling you, man, Rusty Griffall, he made a hard turn down, and he just, I mean, he clocked that inside wall a ton.
Yeah, that was a hard hit down there. You see pulling the hood off, and it's like Rusty's gonna sit in the car, man.
And there's the checkered flag, so this one has been time limited as well.
All right, well, the non-qualifiers, man, off to the inauspicious start. So we're going to assume that it's Gavin Cowan and Quentin White. Here is your iBox instant replay. And oh.
Yeah, Rusty got up alongside him there, and oh man,
that's vicious.
Like you said, thank God for that styrofoam there.
I'm glad that he's okay down there.
Yeah, Rusty got up alongside him, and it was just like when they made contact, it was when it turned, because Gavin was in front of him, as we saw there on the restart. It's hard, man. You're not when you're not sitting behind the wheel. It's incredibly tough. And David Marlowe's coming off. Wave back to him, race fans. He's got the foam finger out the window. Let's do the dome wave to David Marlowe.
I like his attitude.
Absolutely.
I really do. Well, the non-qualifiers, unfortunately, man, and you hate to, and I'm glad nobody's injured, obviously. Man, you hate to see all the torn up race cars. You hate the guys not getting a chance to race their way in, but...
Well, and that's the other part of it, and it's, you know, it's easiest to end up here, and we do, you know, we make some jokes about the non-qualifiers and stuff. The truth of the matter is, man, that these guys, they've put a lot of time and effort and hard-earned money into coming up here, and unfortunately, just due to circumstance, there's going to be some guys that only got to turn a couple laps this weekend, and that's just the unfortunate part of it.
Yeah, that's a tough one down there. Blake, you're down there checking things out and getting Rusty's car put on the hook, but you had front row seat, man. That was a hard lick for the 16.
That was a very hard lick. This entry into turn 1 is certainly taking its licks too. The K-rail back another 1.5 feet or so. So I'm assuming we're going to try to hopefully move this back closer to the racetrack, but yeah, Rusty Griffall stayed strapped in there, about ready to get it on the hook and pull it off the racetrack. But man, good to see he's okay. That was, as you said, DJ, multiple times, that was a hard hit.
Yeah, if you're in the pits, go by, make auction. I mean, the irony, it didn't do a lot of damage to the body panels except for that quarter panel. Go by and see Rusty, and if you want to take some of that home and add to your collection, again, all the money raised is going to go to charities to help needy families during the holidays. Make sure that nobody goes to bed hungry at night. And I think that this young race fan's, just the stance says it all right now.
I do like the black Christmas stocking there, though. Trenton Berry, there's a look at Rusty and Carter Schlankfather and son down there. Trenton Berry, I don't know where you are on the grounds, but I'll keep this short because I can hear the echo. Give us a plug about what you got going on in 2024, my friend. A lot of great things with you and everything that you've got a hand in.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. We're going to have another busy year out with the Summit USMTS. Proud to be a part of that, carrying that stream again, man. I think this will probably be our 14th or 15th year carrying those races live on television. And also, we got 3 modified tours. We ran 2 of them last year. We added a 3rd one for the northern region as well, so looking forward to that. And our Heartland Modified Tour, which kind of raced right here in the central part of the country, man, really took off last year. I got 24 races booked. We're shooting for 27. I got just a couple of loose ends to tie up there, along with our great partners, and working on the southern tour and then also a northern one. And then you know, one of the big ones that just got announced here in the last few days, working to build the biggest dirt modified race in the country with the Modified World Championship at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. So proud to be a partner there with those guys. I know Bob and Tyrone are here as well. Entries are open for that too. So a lot of neat things on the horizon as we're really busy just trying to grow and expand and be better. And as I like to tell everybody, man, just trying to pay the light bill. So it's a blessing to be a part of this sport and for people to want to do business with you. So just doing our best as we roll the calendar over here to 2025. Before all that gets started, though, I'm tickled to death to see you cats out at the Wild West Shootout. So that'll be my next event.
That's going to be a lot of fun, man. It's going to be a lot of fun, and that is coming up in well, when we leave here, we got about 3.5 weeks.
Yeah, fly out there January 2nd, and then when we wrap that up on January 12th to 13th, we fly straight to Georgia to start
Yes,
Speed
we do.
Week. So it's tis the season. Well, I tell you right now, the 3 non-qualifiers in one form or fashion they're over for the night. Up next, we've got the first of 6 qualifiers, and this is going to be Matt Mann Designs qualifier number 1. And why don't we go ahead and talk about who's going to be in this one, DJ? Is again, these are going to be 10 laps. The top 2 transfer. It says to the B feature. I think it means to the feature.
Yeah, top 2 go to the A main.
Oh, I see what they did. They put the wrong. Okay, top 3 to the A main, and then 3 through top 2, 3 to 4th go to the last chance race. It threw me off because we had the top 2 on our sheet to transfer to the B feature.
Yes. Well, I just wouldn't want you to be accused of giving the wrong number of cars that to transfer.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead. You're exactly right. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Ryan Gustin out of Marshalltown, Iowa in the 19R. He will be on the pole, and to his outside, Jimmy Owens out of Newport, Tennessee. A couple of mashers on the front row of this one.
Yeah, row number 2 on the inside, it's going to be St. Charles, Missouri native Trevor Gundaker in the 11, and on his outside, out of Oxford, Iowa, in the St. Louis PBR, sponsored number 32, it's Chris Simpson.
Starting inside of row 3, it's Jeffrey Ledford out of Pontiac, Illinois in the 8L, and to his outside, the 5S of Steve Shepard Jr. out of New Berlin, Illinois.
We move back to row number 4. There we find the Arkansas native. That's Michael King Jr. in the 14. And on his outside, out of LaGrange, Georgia, Chad Wallace in the 34.
Row 5 will be Rich Bell from Sheffield, Illinois in the 21B. And Turbo's got his work cut out for him, Tyler Erb. And then out of that first non-qualifier race, who did we get out of that one? Derek, I think we'll have Derek Fetter in this one. He will actually start 10th. Turbo will start 11th. All the promoters' choices drivers that got put on the back of these start behind the driver that raced their way in. So Derek Fetter will start 10th. 11th will be Tyler Erb.
I think we took 2.
Yeah, but there's a total of 6 of them spread over 6 qualifiers.
Oh, that is right. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6.
Yep,
Thank you.
Yep.
Very good.
So we're going to have that. So Ryan Gustin talked to him in the lobby last night of the hotel. He's like, man, we were so close. And he's going to be starting the year with a new crew chief because Tim Douglas has moved over to Wells Motorsports. I think working over there helping him build some race cars. So Tim Douglas no longer with that team. So yeah, Ryan Gustin talking with him, getting ready. He just had a big year, man. 14 wins on the year. Started the year with a win in the Ice Bowl. We saw that advertisement for the 2025 edition of that race on Jason Welshin's car. You can go to TalladegaShortTrack.com for that. But it was a little bit of a surprise when Ryan Gustin unloaded at the Ice Bowl, and then he won it. You know, and it set him in motion. He won a lot of races and a lot lot of different places, and he's a guy whose super late model career is just exponentially really taken off over the past few years.
Got himself a $50,000 win at Farley earlier this year as well, and he's going to be up front trying to race his way in, I think, for the very first time. Well, it's the first time he's been here, right? So the first time he's been here trying to race his way in, and he's got the O-Show Jimmy Owens on the outside. Man, Owens was looking good in that modified B main last night coming up there. Came up just one spot short.
Well, Trevor Gundaker trying to put his way into the show. His brother already in it, and he's in the redraw. He'll start with those top 6 spots tonight. And Chris Simpson alongside another good, great-looking wrap that came to the Dome, the PBR number 32. He's in the Surrey Motorsports number 32, starts outside of row 2.
And Trevor Gundaker is actually, he's never made the race before. So he wants, I talked to Trevor last night actually for a few minutes down there in the pit area, and he wants nothing more than to try to race his way in. He's feeling pretty confident, he told me. He feels like he's got a hot rod that can race his way in. And he will try to do that here in Matt Mann Designs Qualifier 1.
That's right. And I want to thank Chad Harrington with Matt Mann Designs. He's come on board, and man, those guys, he's doing a lot of sponsor. You're seeing his stuff. A lot of the teams have the mats in their haulers, and I bought a set for my motorhome, and he does a lot, man. He is deeply vested in the racing world. And again, new sponsor here at the Gateway Dirt Nationals. Check him out at mattmandesigns.com and get outfitted. He can do anything for your shop, your motorhome. I got some in my garage. Just does a great job. Hey, tell you something else we were talking about next year, and we got a little second here. Again, Castrol FloRacing Night in America presented by Kubota. Our schedule, 10 races locked down. That's going to be rolling out very soon. And I can tell you something I'm very excited about. Met with the Helfrich family today as Tom and Blake were here, and for the first time ever, we will go to Tri-State Speedway in Hobstadt, Indiana on Wednesday, September 24th. And that's the Wednesday before the Jackson 100 up at Brownstown Speedway and before the World of Outlaw Case Late Model Series heads over to Tri-City Speedway. And I just want to thank Tom and Blake for believing in Castrol FloRacing Night in America. We've wanted to be there for a while. It's going to finally work out, and it's going to be really cool to get late models in there coming up on Wednesday, September 24th. That's a new track for the schedule for next year. LaSalle Speedway's reopening. That'll be our opener on May 6th. That's a new track. And I-75, even though it was on the schedule this year, rained out, so it'll be a new one. So we're just trying to have a little flavor, some new facilities on there. We talked about getting back to Marshalltown on May 13th, and actually was talking to Eldora Speedway a little while ago, and they'll be announcing their schedule Monday, which on Wednesday, June 4th, before the Dream, Castrol FloRacing Night in America will kick off Dirt Late Model Dream Week at Eldora. Again, FloSeries.com, FLOSeries.com. We'll have full details out on the schedule probably here in the next few weeks because we're pretty much locked down for next year. So very excited for that. And we just want to thank everybody who supports us, and can't wait for 2025. I know that pretty much everybody from our roster this year is coming back, and we've got a lot of other people that have shown a lot of interest. Max McLaughlin told me he and Nice Motorsports are looking at it. Bernheisel Racing is looking at adding somebody, and another driver on tour this year that expects to be back next year, Hudson O'Neill, and he is down with Chris Moore.
Yeah, thank you, Ben. Hudson O'Neill. Hudson, yesterday didn't start too great for you, but you kind of got the ball rolling there, made your way forward in the feature, and now you're going to start third in a qualifier, and you got a good shot now.
Yeah, I feel good about it. Truthfully, we had a really good car yesterday. Just, man, like that heat race, we reworked the racetrack right before our heat race, and it was just hammer down in the bottom, and everything I did, I get under that guy, he turned down, I get above him, he turned up, and it's just one of them things, you know. So, and we were pretty good in the B main, pass for the lead, caution come out, and it's just everything fought against us all day long. And but in that feature, we were able to drive up through there and get a couple spots, and felt like we were pretty good. So, yeah, hopefully we can. We got some tough competition with Bobby and Carson in front of us, but I think we got as good a shot as any of them. We just got to play our hand right and try and do the best we can do, man. Whenever you come here, you don't have a ton of expectations. You just do take what it gives you. And but man, I'd love to be a part of this show. I know these fans are pumped up, and I'd love to be a part of it.
I guess one of the good things, too, about some of the struggles, some of the work you had to do yesterday is that now you know you've got a race car that can pass cars, because you're going to have to tonight if you're going to be up front by the end of it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We got a long way to go, that's for sure. But, man, just blessed to be able to have the opportunity. And, yeah, hope you fans enjoying a great show, and hopefully see everybody in the winner's circle at some point.
Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
There you go. That's Hudson O'Neill. He'll roll off third in his qualifier a little bit later. More to come here in St. Louis at the Castrol Gateway Dirt Nationals, live here on FloRacing.
Rose from humble beginnings in the Valley of the Sun, a sprint car racer saw the need for racing shirts. And now, the vision of Carl Korbacher has resulted in Arizona Sport Shirts helping racers across America spread their message. For the best custom designed shirts, hoodies, caps, koozies, and much more, go to ArizonaSportShirts.com. Be part of history. Arizona Sport Shirts, the original racing shirt.
Dave Poske's Performance Parts has been serving the Ohio River Valley and racers from all across the country since 1978, and they are the home to Hoosier Tire Ohio Valley and Octane Race Products. Stop in and shop all of the nation's top brands, including Winners Performance, Willwood Brakes, Bill Stein Shocks, Hyperco Springs, Maxima Race Oils, Impact Safety Equipment, along with hundreds of others. You can also visit Dave Poske's Performance Parts online at Poske.com as we ship UPS and truck freight daily. Dave Poske's Performance Parts, serving the Ohio River Valley and racers all across the country since 1978.
Allgaier Performance has been serving both the weekly and national racer for more than 50 years. Headquartered in Springfield, Illinois, Allgaier Performance is the ultimate one-stop shop for parts, shocks, fabrication, and more.
Allgaier Performance Parts, they're a very important role in the success that we have at VSR.
Allgaier Performance has what you need to get on track and into victory lane.
The stock majority of everything that we need here makes us that much more prepared when we get to the racetrack.
Visit our locations in Springfield, Illinois, or Brownsburg, Indiana, or stop by allgaierperformance.com and order online today.
Give yourself safer, smoother towing with Shocker Hitch. Choose from our best-selling air bumper hitches with over 10 ball mount attachments and up to 12.5 inches of drop. Or our air tongue mounts that give instant air ride towing to any trailer. For hotshot drivers, check out our Gooseneck Surge air ride towing hitch and shift lock coupler. For campers, our quick air fifth wheel camper hitches, making every camping trip smooth and safe. Got a bumper pull camper? Check out our air equalizer for weight distribution. Check this out and more at shockerhitch.com for safer, smoother towing.
Dylan Thompson, Chase Motorsports, Coach and Trailer Sales, Paducah, Kentucky. If you're in the market for a like-new, pre-owned motorhome or trailer, give us a call today or check us out at chasecoach.com. Lots of inventory in stock, normally something to fit every budget. Financing available, we deliver nationwide, and we accept trade-ins too. I would love to earn your business.
The Gateway Dirt Nationals is all about elevating the profile of dirt motorsports. This cat I'm going to talk to right now feels the exact same way. Here with James Trantina, owner of the Granite City Motor Park out of St. Cloud, Minnesota. He's a team owner, a sponsor, a racer, and a huge part of the towing industry all over the United States, especially up in the northern region. James, your first time here, I know you're kind of overwhelmed the first day you walked in. You've had a little time to soak it all in. It's still hard to wrap your head around how big this event is, isn't it?
This event is pretty crazy, you know, and just seeing what Cody does and how he built it over the last couple of years, and so much work that he puts into this thing. Watching it on TV does not do it justice from being here in person. Our first year here, this place is amazing. The track is amazing. The prep that he's done, the work it puts into it to make it as smooth as it is incredible. I just give him props. And all these fans, this atmosphere is so electric. It makes this event one of a kind, and it's what we needed in the dirt track industry. Pretty awesome, pretty special for the dirt track world.
Man, sure think the world of you. Appreciate everything you do. I'd love to talk to you a little bit longer. We got to get back down there to the lineup, but enjoy the rest of the night.
Thank you, and have some fun tonight.
All right, there it is, James Trantina. Ben, DJ.
Thank you very much, Trenton. Matman Designs, qualifier number 1, top 2 to the feature. 3 and 4 go to the win in your in race. Everybody else, well, thanks for coming. It's been a weekend. Hopefully we've got the gremlins, the bad luck, and the chaos mostly behind us after those non-qualifier races. It's going to be Ryan Gustin and Jimmy Owens, your front row here for 10 laps. As the top 2 move on. Yes, it is snowing in here again.
It is. They have turned the AC back down to negative 24 in this room. Here we go. Ryan Gustin on the pole, Jimmy Owens on the outside. Madman Designs qualifier number 1 is underway. 2 drivers race their way into the Gateway Dirt Nation.
Good start for Gustin. Owens sits in second. Trevor Gundaker in third. They all bounce off into 3 and 4. Super Shep goes to work on the top side of the racetrack, and he'll go door-to-door with Simpson for 4th. Meanwhile, Gustin leads the way.
Ryan Gustin out front, and now the second and final transfer spot is under protest. Jimmy Owens has it. Trevor Gundaker wants to race his way in for the first time, and he over-rotates in 3 and 4 and allows Owens to get a couple more car links on him.
Trevor did everything but spin there. Great job to save it, and he closes right back in on Owens. Owens moves up the racetrack a little bit, and T-Rev right there with him. Trevor's got a good race car tonight.
Yeah, he sure does, as he's, throwing it in too hard into 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And that will bring out a Copeland Farms Racing caution flag.
He had a good race car and got a little aggressive down there, and he takes Jimmy Owens around, and a lot of cars stopped to miss back there. Man, what a tough break for Owens. And you got to think Trevor's race car was good enough. If he bides his time, I think he's going to get around Jimmy. But on the same token, you know when it's go time and you got to go, and we're going to go to the iBox Springs instant replay. And you see Trevor throw it in there and spin it. Owens with nowhere to go as a few cars sneak by. Everybody else stops to miss the melee. And man, what a tough break for Jimmy Owens.
Yeah, this will be interesting to see how this lineup kind of shakes out on the restart here, because Owens was involved, Trevor Gundaker was involved. I do think Chris Simpson got by, so I think Chris Simpson is going to be your second place car.
I think Shepard,
he
did not, but I do think Ledford made it through there.
He did. He did.
Man, what a tough break there. I mean, it is. It's tough racing in here, and you see, but that's kind of the theme of the year for Jimmy Owens. You know, he wins that at East Bay with the Lucas Oil Series, and you're like, all right, Jimmy's going to get things back really cranking this year, and then just could not seem to catch any luck. If it was going to go south, it did on him. He was back out on the road with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, finished top 10 in the points, but it was not the season he wanted, and that ended up being his 1 win on the year that he got down there at East Bay.
How about, and you were in the infield, James Essex and I, and we were with Dale McDowell up top. How about that crowd reaction when Jimmy Owens won that race at East Bay?
I mean, people love Jimmy. I mean, you know, Jimmy is a legend of the sport, and his accomplishments more than speak for themselves. And people,
he's a good dude.
He's a good dude. He's a racer. People want to see Jimmy win. Jimmy wants to win. Jimmy still got it. He just didn't have any luck, and that right there is the epitome of it with his last race of the year, perhaps. And he's just in the wrong place, wrong time. Well, lights are down on the speedway, DJ. And it is going to be up to Ryan Gustin to bring us back to the green flag in the Octane Race Products restart zone. And right now, it's going to be Chris Simpson and Ledford back there battling for that second and final transfer.
3 laps are in the books. No, timing and scoring is down as the internet is down in the venue here. So for those of you here in the dome and those of you watching at home, timing and scoring is down.
And Super Shep and Simpson get together.
Not good.
And Turbo with nowhere to go as Super Shep and Simpson got together. And man, it has been that night so far. Turbo with nowhere to go. He ends up under Chris Simpson down the back straightaway.
Well, that'll bring out a Copeland Farms Racing caution and a Double J Farms red flag.
And I will be curious to watch this iBox Springs instant replay to see exactly what went south there. And right on cue, here we go.
Asking you shall receive.
And Simpson, man, it was almost like Simpson's car had just started to snap around on him. I'm not even sure that Shep even caught anything, but
it's really, I don't know. It's really hard to tell from that vantage point.
Well, you can see the look on Tyler Erb's face. And you heard Tyler say it earlier, stuff happens in here, man. It's just, it kind of is what it is. And, you know, you hate it for these drivers. I really hate it for these fans because I think that we really could see a fantastic show tonight. We just haven't had a chance to show what this place has to offer.
Well, we saw fantastic shows here the first 2 nights, and just we've been dealt a bad hand by Lady Luck so far in this one.
All right, so they're going to go to work on Chris Simpson's car down there, getting that car off the top of Tyler Erb. We're going to step aside, thank a few marketing partners. We'll come back, and we'll try to get this one back underway. Madman Designs qualifier number 1 from here at the Castrol Gateway Dirt Nationals.
Who is Performance Bodies?
They're a lot more than race car bodies, stocking over 6,000 different brand name Circle Track parts, and we're strictly Circle Track. From the highest divisions to the weekly racer, we are here for dirt.
Customer service.
When you call, those same racers that are running on the weekends are answering the phones at Performance Bodies. They give first-hand knowledge of every part we sell and free expert advice.
The performance body's difference.
If it's in our catalog, it's in our warehouse, and it ships the same day you order it, guaranteed. So go see for yourself. Visit performancebodies.com or call them today.
For 45 years of experience, Buzzy Racing has mastered the art of drivetrain specialties, spanning from dirt to asphalt tracks. You're not just a customer, but a valued member of our family, embraced by the tradition and passion embedded in every Buzzy build. We cover everything from rebuilding and selling drivetrain components, offering custom Buzzy parts, steering box services, and ensuring top-notch maintenance and support for braking systems. We are committed to excellence in helping racers maintain a competitive edge on the track. Get it Buzzy built.
We are a full mechanical facility. Anything short of body work or paint work we do on this location. We've got 20 bays. The equipment is second to none. Any kind of mechanical repair, from the simple oil change, alignments, tires, simple brake squeal, preventative maintenance, tune-ups, transmission services, anything that car needs, we can handle. More than anything, I just want people to feel comfortable when they're at Tucker's Automotive.
Flying A Motorsports has been providing the motorsports industry with the finest transportation equipment for over 35 years, offering an extensive range of new and pre-owned motor coaches, toter homes, race trailers, car haulers, and more. Flying A is proud to be a premier dealer for Renegade, Show Hauler, Intech, T&E, Bravo, C-Tech, and more. Visit FlyingAMotorsports.com to view current and on-order inventory.
Need parts fast? We got fast. Need them now? We got now. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. We're O'Reilly Fast. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You do a lot of hauling, and I mean a lot. That means you're prepared with a hitch for every job. So let's make this easy. Introducing the all-new Hitch Harness. Built for any vehicle, in any situation. A safe and secure way to store your vehicle receiver hitches. So say goodbye to rattling and damaged truck beds. Welcome to the new wave of hitch storage. Because it's not always about what you're hauling, but how you do it.
Welcome back to the Dome at America Center. We got beach balls in the stands. We're going to have more of those later. We've had mucho carnage on the track, and hopefully we're going to get that behind us as we try to get Matman Designs qualifier number 1 in the books right now. 3 laps down, 7 to go, and a couple of guys that were going for that final transfer spot, and Chris Simpson and Steve Shepard going at it, and Simpson rolling around. Looks like he may take that 32 on back to the pit area, the PBR entry. Steve Shepard was able to keep going through all that, and we're going to get him fired back up. Ryan Gustin leads the way in the 19R, and he was right on the cusp of locking in on his qualifying night on Thursday night, and he gets that Scott Bloomquist tribute car fired up. The Cooney Motorsports, Wells Motorsports, Allen Seamless Gutters, Infinity race car. That J. Dickens engine comes back to life with 7 laps remaining.
And Tyler Erb going to call it a night as well. So the 2022 Castrol Gateway Dirt Nationals champ not going to get his second win in this event as his fun meter is pegged, and he's going to make his way back to the pit area. So that's the bad news for those drivers. The good news is we do have 3 laps in the books. 7 laps remain here in Matman Designs qualifier number 1. And as Ben mentioned, it's Ryan Gustin and Stevie Shepard at the front of the field. Those 2 drivers have neither one made this race before. Jeffrey Ledford in 3rd has not made the race before. And Michael King Jr. is 4th. He too has never made the Gateway Dirt Nationals.
He got back there in the 5th spot. Great looking race car out there for Chad Wallace, race director down at Sonoy Raceway, and trying to put his way into the show. So working on things up here, getting set to get things back underway. Gonna get a snow shovel momentarily, and Ryan Gustin, you cannot begin to describe how much colder it is in this room than the rest of the building.
I don't know what is going on right now.
Ryan Gustin back on the loud pedal, Octane Race Products restart zone. And Steve Shepard holds on to second. Fellow Land O'Lincoln driver Ledford trying to find a way around him. of the Jeffrey variety down the back straightaway. Ledford falls back to battle with King. Meanwhile, Super Shep goes to battle. Oh, and we got, what have we got on the speedway? It's got to be debris somewhere because it was a good clean starter, so it would have seemed. And it looks like we are going to have some debris on the racetrack. And there's a shovel, a golf cart, and a supervisor.
What is going on down there?
Yep, there you go. So kicking it off. I don't know. What is that?
Oh, it's a spring?
Is it a hacky sack? What is happening?
No. What?
Is it a muff? They don't run. What is it, Blake? Blake's going to ask us.
It's a muffler.
It's a muffler?
It is a
okay,
muffler.
thank you, Blake. All right. Don't touch it.
No kidding. Thanks for the, I appreciate it. Always looking out for me.
I got you, Blake. I got you, brother. All right, 3 laps down. We're going to try to get it back underway. Super Shep had broke free of Ledford. Now Ledford gets another shot at him. Super Shep was actually trying to find a way around Gustin as the Reaper brings us back to the green flag.
Indeed, 3 laps scored, 7 laps to go, and Stevie Shepard is sending it right now, man, as he currently runs in that 2nd spot. Again, 2 drivers transfer. Battle is on, though, for the 3rd spot. Oh, man, those drivers tried to, no,
don't do
not
it.
Good. Oh, man, they saved it. Don't forget, some of these drivers trying to race their way into the win-in-your-in race coming up later on also.
Yeah, 3rd and 4th right now. Chad Wallace, final driver out of this one that would go to that. He would be joined by Michael King Jr. And whoa, hang on, Chad Wallace, announcers jinx, and he's going to go around over in turn number 2.
Chad, that was Ben
5 laps down, 5 to go, and I'll take accountability for that one. Perhaps I could be eligible for an award one day for accountability. As out front, it would be the number 19R of Ryan Gustin. In the 2nd spot, Steve Shepard. Michael King Jr. up to 3rd. Don't count him out. Chad Wallace was in the final spot in the win and you're in. A chance to go into that race, but now he goes to the back of the pack. As we continue to shuffle the deck, Rich Bell and Ledford back there around position. And so 2 more will go on out of this one. And Gustin's got the lead, Steve Shepard. And let's not forget, a few years ago, Steve Shepard was leading a heat race here, a qualifier, and had a flat under caution late in the race. I think actually had a little bit of contact with Trevor Gundaker, because I remember Trevor talking about how bad he felt about it. And Brandon made the comment, it would have been so cool to have been racing with his dad. And right now, Shepard trying to put it into the Gateway Dirt Nationals, the 5S.
Unheralded Michael King Jr. out there, huh? The driver of the 14-car man.
El Dorado, Arkansas. I have family from El Dorado.
Is that right?
Yes.
Do they?
Southern part of the state.
Do they know that? Hey, he's got 2 wins this year as well. One came at Big O down there in Texas. One came at the $2 Pistol Motor Speedway in Arkansas. And right now, he is in the win and you're in. He would like to not be in that one. He would just like to race his way in right here, but he's got to gain 1 more spot to do it. 5 laps down. 5 laps to go, so we're halfway home. 5 down, 5 to go. Top 2 transfer. Ryan Gustin leads him to the Octane Race Products restarts.
Yeah, Rich Bell back and forth, quietly putting together a good run, trying to get into a transfer spot as well. Out front, though, Gustin and Shepard head to the cushion. They'll come around and complete lap number 6. Michael King Jr. in 3rd. Here comes Rich Bell. Bell goes to work on King for the 3rd spot. You see it on your screen. King in the 14, Bell in the 21. Good battle for 3rd down the back straightaway.
Yeah, Rich Bell in that Adam Family Motorsports number 21 is now driven his way into the 3rd spot. So the Mobilization Funding sponsored entry is 1 position better, and he's going to try to track down Stevie Shepard to the closing stage of this one. He's got just 2 laps left to do it, man.
Just 2 laps to do it, and Gustin's found his mojo on the top side of this racetrack. He'll race back to the white flag. About 10 car lengths between him and Shepard. Shepard's got the same amount over Rich Bell.
Yeah, final time around for your race leader, Ryan Gustin. Stevie Shepard, man, and Gustin just grabbed the wall down there in turns 1 and 2. No harm, no foul. He gathers it back up, comes off corner number 4, takes the checker flag. Ryan Gustin gets the win in Matman Designs qualifier number 1. He will go on to the big dance, and he's going to take Steve Shepard with him. Let's go, baby.
So Steve Shepard Jr. moves off to the main event. Ryan Gustin leads the way. He takes the win. And Matman Designs Qualifier 1, the Allen Seamless Gutters, People's Company, Wells Motorsports, Todd Cooney Racing, Carl Chevrolet, Bill Stein Performance Bodies, Fertilizer Specialized Equipment, Jay Dickens Infinity by Wells, number 19R. He picks up the win, and he's going to head back to get ready for tonight's main event. And the two drivers that move off to the last chance winner you're in, Rich Bell in the 21B out of Sheffield, Illinois, and El Dorado, Arkansas's Michael King Jr. in the 14 Junior.
That's right. So 1 qualifier down, 5 to go. We've got Hellraiser Jacks qualifier number 2 making its way onto the racetrack, and it'll line up like this. Starting on the pole with this one out of Lincoln, Illinois in the 84, that is Miles Moose, and on his outside out of Olympia, Kentucky in the 38, that's Derek Fisher.
Inside of row 2 out of El Paso, Illinois, the Gremlin Ryan Unziker in the 24, into his outside 14-year-old Carter Schlenk out of McClure, Ohio in the little 91.
Jack Riggs trying to race his way in the 81J out of Nolensville, Tennessee. He's going to start 5th, and on his outside, starting 6th, out of Dresden, Ohio in the 99, that's Devin Moran.
Row 4 will be Brendan Smith out of Dade City, Florida in the 17 SS, and the 2 car of Manny Falcon out of Pine Grove, Louisiana.
And your final 2 starters slated to be Ryan Wilson in the number 4, and I don't know that he's going to be able to answer the call after the damage that he got here last night. Rusty Schlenk on the outside. Rusty and Carter are getting to race with each other. And then, of course, we added the TJ Janisek in the number 10, who was the 2nd driver to race his way in out of non-qualifier number 1. So this one will have 10 cars, 10 laps, top 2 advance, Hellraiser Jacks qualifier number 2.
And we had one scratch. Yeah, it's Ryan Wilson. He called that. I watched his nose being carried over somebody's head out of the building last night, the one that had, off the race car that had been torn up. As we get set to get Hellraiser Jacks qualifier 2 underway down in the Octane Race Products restart zone. It's Moose and Fisher. 10 laps the distance, top 2 to the feature.
Miles Moose 4th here last night, trying to race his way in here tonight. Derek Fisher, though, gets a little better hold shot down into turns 1 and 2. 3 wide behind him momentarily. Side by side for the lead off corner number 4. Give it to Derek Fisher.
Good battle for the lead. Off into 1 and 2. Moose going to throw a slider on Fisher. He'll take the lead out of 2 down the back straightaway. Fisher turns back down the hill. Off into 3 and 4. Will he return the favor? He does. Oh, and contacted Miles Moose hard into the wall. Oh, my goodness. Think about sliders. You got to make sure you clear them here. And hard contact as Miles Moose gets turned into the wall after contact with the 38 car of Derek Fisher. And ouch.
Man, oh man.
Man, those guys had a great race going too.
I know
really
they did.
Hate to see that.
I know. It was good. I'm telling you, the track's good right now, man. We just need to get some green flag laps strung together. But if you think the Gateway Dirt Nationals doesn't mean something to these guys, check out how hard they're out there running.
Yeah, man, and you hate, they're working lap 2 there, and we'll get to iBox Springs Instant Replay to try to see exactly what went awry. And Miles Moose moving around the race car down there, pulling his helmet off, and a ton of damage on that number 84. And they spent a lot of time getting ready for this event. Man, what a heartbreaker. Ryan Unziker collected down there as well. You see Devin Moran involved, and the 91 car of Rusty Schlenk as well.
I think Rusty kind of slid in there late. I don't think there's a ton of damage on the 99 and the 24 either. Miles Moose, though, see him out of the race car, and we'll take a look at the iBox Springs Instant Replay, and we'll see what happened here to Miles Moose.
Ouch. Yeah, and you said Rusty coming later. There's another angle.
Yep, that's a hard hit. Blake Anderson, I see you down there on the racetrack. Take it away.
Yeah, we'll grab a route here with Miles Moose. And Miles, you watch the replay. What happened there?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It sucks, man. I've had this car for a long time, and I hate to see it go like that. I don't know. I guess I should have expected, a slide job right there, but I didn't hear him, I didn't see him, and then all of a sudden he was on my nose. So I don't know. It sucks that it ended like this. We had a really good car, and it's just unfortunate. Thank you all the fans that came out. This is awesome. Thank you, St. Louis.
St. Louis, make some more noise for Miles Moose. He put on a heck of a show in that last chance qualifier. Chris Moore back in the pit area. Who do you have?
Yeah, thank you, Blake. I have the winner of qualifier number 1. You were too lazy to interview him, so I'll take care of it. Ryan Gustin here. Ryan, you got this awesome paint job. I know you're excited about it. Now you put it in the show. How happy you are? How happy are you to get that done?
It was pretty nerve-wracking there. I think we ended up losing both our mufflers. I'm not sure what the hell happened there, but get it fixed back up. We got to get our left rear more compliant. We're bouncing really bad to the holes, so go to work on that, see what we can do. Yeah, this tribute to Scott here. If we can get it done tonight, this one's for him.
It seems like you've had a fast car all weekend. You feel like you got something. If you can make these minor tweaks, you have something to get up front here later on?
I just got to not give a shit and I'll come out of the way like everybody else does. That's what we're going to do.
All right.
Thank you.
There you go, Ryan Gustin. He's got a game plan for later. I don't know if it's going to make him any friends, but he's got one.
Well, like Tyler once said, you're not here to make friends, you're here to make money. So the Reaper's in the show. Thanks for grabbing that interview, Chris Moore, as they continue to clean up the carnage.
Did you say he lost both mufflers?
That's what he said.
The muffler pros must not have been doing their job.
Must not have. Trenton Berry, take it away.
There are 2 mufflers in here.
Hey, thanks, guys. I'm back over here in the suites outside of turn number 4, and we're going to talk to Jeff Hoker, a great supporter of racing, man. You got quite a suite in here. You having a good time so far out here at Gateway?
Oh, man, we always have a good time here. What a great event. And, you know, Cody puts this thing on. It couldn't be any better. We've been here all 8 years of it. What he does here, he needs a great round of applause, man. This is great for the sport.
Hey, I want to ask you real quick. You think one of your drivers, RTJ, you think he can sweep both of these?
You know, I don't like to jinx anybody. I think we got a great shot. He did what he had to do. He got himself where he needs to be to have a shot at her, and he's got as good a shot of anybody tonight.
Hey, before we let you roll here, they're starting to fire engines again, but the Nippy 50 coming up on Flow, I know that's kind of been a love thing, a passion deal for you with that race, and looking forward to having it again.
Yeah, you know, we're excited. You know, our second annual Nippy 50, March 28th and 29th. We brought that thing up last year, and it was a great success. And I think next year's going to be every bit as big. You know, our marketing partners make that happen, and Flo coming on board has been huge. You know, we got a big payout, so look forward to having a lot of new people this year. And, you know, we're on board with Mars this year. We sanctioned that, and we can't thank them enough for coming on with us and supporting it. I think it's going to be a huge deal, so love to see everybody there.
Sure appreciate you taking a minute.
Absolutely. No, thanks you guys.
Jeff Hoker with us right here. We'll send it back to the booth.
Actually, Trenton, I'll take it here real quick. We'll get a word with Steve Shepard. Steve, congratulations, man. You put it in the show.
Thank you. Yeah, I came here last year, didn't make it, and I had it in my mind, you know, I was going to do all I could do, and the car was pretty good. The track had a lot of character, and, you know, it was all I could do. I was just hanging on. I'm kind of out of shape and, you know, don't have a whole lot of laps, so I was hanging on. This 40 laps, I'm not going to lie, is going to be tough, but we'll get through it, and we'll just do the best we can. Hopefully it smooths out a little bit.
I was just going to ask you, what do you got to do to beat this guy that's parked next to you?
That's going to be pretty tough. You know, between him, Ricky, and Bobby, and all them young guys, man, you can ask any of these older guys. They won't admit it like I will, but it's a lot tougher at our age than anybody thinks, you know, so. But I do tell everybody, this Gateway Dirt Nationals, the most fun you can have with your clothes on, boys. I'm telling you, it's a blast.
Congrats, Steve.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Steve Shepard put it in the show. Brandon, besides that nonsense, how proud of Dad are you?
Oh my God, I'm so proud. Oh, they're waiting on me. I'm so proud of them, honestly. I was up there jumping up and down, cheering and everything else, so I'm just super excited, just trying to get him fixed back up to go again now.
All right, get on your way. I don't know where they need you, but they need you. Guys?
That's fantastic,
That's awesome.
man. We talk about family affair in the stands with the fans. It's in the pit area too. You know, Freddie and Tyler down there right now. You know, you got Rusty and Carter in this one, and yeah, so many great stories there. So yeah, we're gonna get this one back underway. One
Most
down.
fun you can have with your clothes on, Super Shep.
That's right. Super Shep made a 410 sprint car debut this year down at Jacksonville Speedway too. He's having all kinds of fun, man. He is aging like a fine wine. He'll be in a monster truck before it's all said and done.
Here's the thing: he was talking about the old guys, and he's only like a few years older than you and me. So, I mean, you're actually here. You're going to catch up to him here in about a week and a half or so.
I feel it too. He's aged much better than I have. Well, through one lap down, 9 to go. This is Hellraiser Jax. Qualifier 2, top 2 to the feature, and now it's Derek Fisher leading the way. And in the second spot, Ryan Unziker with Devin Moran on the outside looking in. And the Octane Race Products restart zone, we're back underway.
In 1 lap down, 9 laps to go. Internet still out here at
Devin
the
put it in there.
venue. That's why you don't have timing and scoring at home. And Devin and Ryan Unziker are going at it. Hang on to it, Ryan Unziker. You got a new leader off corner qualifier number 4.
That's right. Now Derek Fisher's going to find himself back in second. Devin Moran says his sights on him. Behind them is Schlenk, and it's Jack Riggs. And now Jack Riggs to the inside of Devin Moran. Out front, though, Ryan Unziker leads the way.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, Jack Riggs got himself a really good run right there. I thought he was maybe going to drive underneath Devin Moran, and he may not be done yet. The 81 still knocking on the back door. He'll throw a slider on him in turns 3 and 4. Well done, sir. Devil crossing back over down the front straightaway. Excuse me. Thank you very much. And they are going at it right now for position number 3.
Oh, Jack and Devin get together, and that's a oh no, and Devin turned around as Devin tried to turn it down, could not save it. They had a good clean race going until it got physical.
Until it was not as clean. Let's see what happens right here.
I don't know.
Nope. Dev said, it's not my race car, so I'm not going to, you know.
Man, what a tough break. Devin had a good run going. Jack's got a good race car, too. You hate that. Ryan Unziker leads the way. Derek Fisher back in second. And now with 5 laps down, 5 to go in Hellraiser Jack's qualifier 2, Devin's going to find himself on the back of the pack. And we got a Bree up in turn number 1. And you can take, well, you got 2 guesses which
You got 2 guesses which car. That's exactly right.
I'm going to say it came off Rusty's.
Yeah, there is another look at the iBox Springs instant replay. As Jack
Can we roll
Riggs,
that back one more time, please, down in the trailer? I would love to see that one more time.
Jack Riggs got a hold of the iBox Springs sponsor number 99 of Devin Moran down there. And
we're going to get that one more time as we get them lined back
up.
Yeah, 5 down, 5 to go. One last look. iBox Springs. All right, off into 3 and 4. And around.
I liked your sound effects. There, yeah, thank you. It was good, very good. Don't shake your Terry Phillips up here in the booth with us, shaking his head at that.
Michael Reiner's Terry Phillips. He's having a bad go of it right now. Leave turn alone. All right, we're coming back to the green flag. And it is Ryan Unziker on the throttle trying to put it into the show here tonight. Derek Fisher, first time here trying to get into the show as we've got 5 down, 5 to go. Jack Riggs back in third. And it's about to be Schlenk on Schlenk battle for the final spot, the win in your end, because Carter's got it, but Rusty's reeling him in.
Yeah, Manny Falcon's going to take that spot away right now. And look at dear old Dad just shoving poor little Carter there up the racetrack.
He put him in the corner as Rusty is going to go from the back of the pack up to 4th. He's in the win in your end race right now, but he wants to transfer in your end as we work lap 8 of his 10-lap affair. And now Jack Riggs has reeled in your second place runner, and Derek Fisher, meanwhile, out in the lead. It continues to be Ryan Unziker. Oh, a little bit of contact there, and it's going to be Riggs into second. Fisher bounces off the concrete, and now Rusty Schlenk says it's go time, boys. He's trying to take third away with the white flag in the air.
Yeah, final time around, and that move by Jack Riggs is going to put the 81 car in the show as they head down the back straightaway for the final time. The winner of Hellraiser Jack's qualifier number 2 is going to be Ryan Unziker. Second's going to go to Jack Riggs, and oh my goodness.
I don't know.
I have no idea who got the last transfer spot to the win in your in race. We had
Rusty Schlenk finished that one in FK Rodden's victory lane. I mean, he got sideways out of 4, shot down the racetrack. We'll find out from race control who's the 4th win in your end. But DJ, we know the 2 transfers.
Oh, and here's a little extracurricular activity with Devin Moran and Jack Riggs.
Cue up the Christmas music. Oh, and now Jack's gonna hit Derek. So we have a 3-man battle royal down there, and they're all mad at somebody different.
They're all mad at each other.
And now Jack Riggs is gonna take another victory lap, a reverse victory lap. Alan Kowicki we proud right now. All right, so Jack Riggs is your second and final transfer.
We know that.
The winner of Hellraiser Jack's qualifier number 1, Ryan Unziker in the varsity screen printing low voltage solutions entry.
Man,
that upset people.
That person right there,
that was the Grinch,
was
RJR Transportation. On a brighter note, sponsors Mackinac Valley Powder Coating, Big City Auto, Mosquito Hero, KDM, Fuel Factory Race Fuels, the Pro Power Racing, MB Customs. For Ryan Unziker, 8 wins on the year, and he'll go after his first Dome Triumph here tonight. And nobody's friends anymore. That's all that I'm taking away so far in this evening.
I don't like you.
Well, you cut me off earlier in race day, so. All right, it's National Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame qualifier number 3, DJ.
Hey, and we got the lineups back as well. That must mean the internet's back. Jayden Frame out of Decker, Tennessee, starting on the pole of this one in the J8. And on his outside of the 45 out of Clinton, Illinois, it's Kyle Hammer.
Hey, the internet is not back. The Grinch has still got it. Inside of row 2 of the Moequa Missile, Shannon Babb in car number 18. And to his outside the 25 of Jason Fager out of Bloomington, Illinois.
Catman John Mitchell starts inside row 3. He's in the 1X, and on his outside, out of Washington, Illinois, the Pink Panther, that's Bob Gardner.
Row 4 will be Mike Franklin out of Winchester, Virginia in the 74. And the 20 TC of Tristan Chamberlain from Richmond, Indiana.
And your final 2 starters, Lance Brasington in the 11, Brandon Overton in the 76, and then we'll also have the 93 of Zach Blackwood, who raced his way in our non-qualifier, one of our non-qualifiers earlier on here this evening. So 11 drivers are set to go 10 laps with the top 3 transferring, or excuse me, the top two transferring in National Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame qualifier number 3. 3rd and 4th go to the win in your in race, and they're going to fire in the Octane Race Product starting zone.
Jaden Frame will gas it up. Kyle Hammer alongside. Hammer takes it off into 1 and 2. Jaden Frame looks to his inside, side by side for the lead down the back straightaway. Fager sits in 3rd. And they're 3 wide back there as they battle a couple 3 Mars guys going for it. Back there with Fager, Babb, and Gardner. Fager's got 3rd, Babb in 4th. Gardner's going to park into the middle of 1 and 2. And a little bit of contact. He collects the 93 card of Blackwood. As only Gardner will stop. We get 1 lap on the board, 9 to go, and the Pink Panther is in park over in turn number 2.
It was hard to tell from this vantage point if he locked it up or if he went off the nose of John Mitchell's number 1. Here's your iBox Springs instant replay to see what happened. Nope, it looked like he just... Yeah, they did come in a little bit late. He was definitely sideways there.
You remember how few Coleman Farms Racing cautions we've had the past few days? We are making up for it here tonight.
Yeah.
As Bob Gardner going to see his weekend come to an end, as they're going to need the hook out there. As we'll head down to Chris Moore, who catches up with the winner of Hellraiser Jack's Qualifier 2, Ryan Unzicker.
Yeah, Ryan Unzicker here, and the last time we talked, we were talking about swapping motors. This has got to feel pretty gratifying, all the work you guys had to put in, and here you are in the show.
Yeah, my guys are working their asses off down here. Like you said, we changed the motor, had to buy a motor, matter of fact, just to race this weekend. And the only reason why I bought the dang motor was for you fans. Really was, it would have been hardening to have to load up. There's a lot of work that goes into this and preparation that goes into this. I got a lot of great sponsors, and just didn't want to let them down. So we decided to buy a motor and plug away out of here. Just can't thank you all the fans out tonight. I mean, I look up the upper bowl. It's badass to see all those people up there, and I can't believe you're on year 8 at the Gateway Dirt Nationals, and I can't wait to come back.
30 grand might help pay for a new motor, huh?
Yeah, the car felt great. MB Custom Pro Power, just was really running strong. Shock program with advanced Chris Richards. I don't know, it's been a good package right now.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Go, guys. Ryan Unzicker from a motor swap to in the Gateway Dirt Nationals.
And let's not forget back here, it wasn't that long ago, Ben, that Ryan Unzicker back, I think it was in 2019, battling with Tyler Carpenter for the lead in this race in the Gateway Dirt Nationals, got upside down.
Flipped.
Yeah, down in turns 1 and 2.
Yes. That was still one of the craziest moments, and the roar from this crowd when he got out of the car and put his fist up in there, that was unbelievable.
Well, at the front of the field in this one 1 lap down, 9 laps to go. You've got Kyle Hammer trying to race his way in for the first time. Behind him, a pair of wily Gateway veterans with Jaden Frame in the J8 and the 25 of Jason Fager.
This is a tough qualifier.
Yes, they're all tough. Yeah, but this one is especially tough. You got those tough drivers from the land of Lincoln near the front of the field in this one. Shannon Babb there as well. They're going to go back to green flag racing this time. 1 lap down, 9 to go.
Jason Fager is going to take it away from Frame for the second spot. Sets its sights on his buddy Kyle Hammer. Now Frame back to the inside as John Mitchell bounces off the concrete through the cushion, and Blackwood's going to throw it in there and throw it around. We're going to get the lap, and then we're going to get Coleman Farms Racing caution. We also got John Mitchell stopped down the back straightaway. So we do get that lap 2 down, 8 to go as Mitchell rolled to a stop, and the Keith Lawson Motorsports entry out of turn 2. And over in turn 3 and 4, we had Blackwood going for the 4-wheel free slide.
Good stuff with Keith Lawson next year. You talked about earlier, you and I have talked to him in the pit area a couple times with Billy Moyer piloting his car next year.
Yeah, Billy Moyer, they're expecting to run a very busy schedule next year. Keith Lawson, longtime car owner and racer out of the Arkansas area. Keith's done some racing and he's had a lot of guys in his cars. We'll see the Eibach instant replay, and you see Mitchell get in there, just got in there too hot, got the concrete, did a little plowing with the nose through the cushion, and then finally shut her down. Meanwhile, off into 3 and 4 at the same time, Blackwood goes in the spin cycle and draws the Coleman Farms Racing caution.
And good job by those guys behind him to not make contact with Zach Blackwood as well. Pucker factor went up a little bit on the 76 of Brandon Overton, if I had to guess. And we're going to try it again. Yellow light's been turned off. Green flag going to wave this time by. 2 laps in the books. 8 laps remaining. Top 2 transfer. Right now it's Kyle Hammer in the 45. Jason Feger in the 25 as they go green flag racing in the Octane Race Products restart zone. A much better start that time for Jayden Frame, who's able to get the jump on the 25 of Jason Feger down the back straightaway. Move Frame into the final transfer right now, and Shannon Babb moves into the 4th spot. Right now it would be Babb and Feger in the win and you're in. It would be Kyle Hammer and Jayden Frame racing their way into the Gateway Dirt Nationals.
Yeah, Jayden Frame running a really good race right now. He's good at this dome when luck goes his way. Meanwhile, he's got company though, as Babb and Feger are right there. 3 cars are going at it, and we're going to see a caution because there's a spoiler laying in the cushion in turn number 2. The Coleman Farms Racing caution falls on the speedway. I tell you what, it is a hornet's nest back there from second on back. Right now, Kyle Hammer's looking really good, and we're going to head down to Chris Moore.
Yeah, guys, I got the runner-up in the last qualifier. Jack, you just told me guys are working. Doesn't matter. You're in the show.
That's all that matters, man. I mean, I've came here 2 years, and this means a lot to me and my program. I can't give a shout out to everybody that's helped me this week. We've rebuilt this thing probably 6 freaking times, and it's been tough, but we got it done. And I know I hate that for Devin, and me and him are buddies, and I know he's mad at me, but look, at the end of the day, he probably would have done it to me, and that's all I got to say. You can't drive like a baby right here if you want to make the show. I got to give a shout out to my mom and dad, everybody on this car, my brother, Devin, Dale McDowell, Ralphie, Bobby, Summer Morgan, just everybody that helps me on this 81. I can't thank them enough.
Congrats.
Thank you.
There you go, guys. You see how much it means to put it in the show here at the Gateway Dirt Nationals.
Absolutely. Ralphie got thanked there. Ralphie from A Christmas Story, maybe? I don't know. All right, 4 laps down in this one, 6 laps remaining. This is National Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame.
Down.
Yes, National Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame. Qualifier number 3, Kyle Hammer remains out front. Jayden Frame chooses the outside lane on this double file restart. Again, 6 laps remaining in National Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame Qualifier 3.
Jayden Frame through the middle, Feger down low, back in the 4th spot. You got Babb, Tristan Chamberlain on the move. Here comes Overton. Man, there's a lot of good cars in this one, and a handful of them tonight are going to be over immediately in 5 more laps with Kyle Hammer leading the way.
Look at Brandon Overton kind of methodically picking his way through the field from dead last in this one, as he's got that Longhorn factory car rolling on the top side of the speedway. He needs to get up 1 more spot, though, to have a shot in that win and you're in race. That's where 3rd and 4th go, and right now he runs in P5.
Hey, look at him to the inside of Shannon Babb. 3 wide right now. Feger, Babb, and Overton. 3 good ones going just to get a chance in the win and you're in race.
Absolutely. It's still Kyle Hammer out front, Jayden Frame 2nd, and again, 3rd, 4th, and 5th there on your screen, and here comes Brandon Overton in the 76.
Oh, no! And he and Babb get together, and Tristan Chamberlain will go around both of them. Ouch. 2 laps remaining, and Overton's debut at the Dome, luck continues to not be on his side, and Shannon Babb goes around as well. Ouch.
What would Brandon Overton say right now if you had a mic?
It's better than he doesn't have one right now. I think we all know.
Here's your Eibach Springs instant replay. Just gets in there maybe a tick too hot. And well, I'll tell you what, Babb, Shannon kind of...
I think that's dome racing is what that is.
It is.
That's
Shannon,
dome racing.
Shannon was coming down just a wee little bit there off the racetrack, yeah.
I bet the guy leading the way in this one's kept his nose clean so far, Kyle Hammer. Now, if he has bad luck in the last 2 laps and him and Don come up here, it's over.
I will exit the premises.
Kyle has run a very smart race so far, and Jayden Frame doing a great job. The Decker, Tennessee driver back in the 2nd spot. Jason Feger, 1 spot out right now. He sits in 3rd. DJ, it's a 2-lap dash to the checkers.
Absolutely. Jason Feger, by the way, has made this race 4 times, trying to make it 5. Here comes the green flag, and we're back underway with 2 laps to go. Kyle Hammer trying to race his way into the Gateway Dirt Nationals for the first time.
Jake Frame's right there with him. Faker's got to go, or he's going to be in the win in your in race. Meanwhile, Tristan Chamberlain back there in 4th, and he's going to look inside of Jason Faker, who caught the concrete with 1 lap to go.
Mike Franklin right there as well in the 74, but at the front of the field, a 2-car breakaway. Staring at the checkered flag is going to be Kyle Hammer getting the win in National Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame qualifier number 3, and Jaden Frame finishes in the 2nd spot. Those 2 drivers have locked themselves into the big dance. Jason Fager and Tristan Chamberlain are going to go on to the win in your in race, and everybody else is done for the weekend. So Jaden Frame finishes 2nd, and the winner of National Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame qualifier number 3 is going to be Kyle Hammer out of Clinton, Illinois. And the Troy Page Excavating, Precision Recovery, Shepherd Auto Sales and Salvage, Dreams Trucking sponsored at number 45.
Up next, we get set for FK Ride-Ins qualifier number 4. And on the pole, it'll be Fast Freddie Carpenter out of Parkersburg, West Virginia in the C4. And to his outside, Perennial Dome Hard Charger Tanner English out of Benton, Kentucky.
Row 2 on the inside, it's going to be Crittenden, Kentucky's Josh Rice in the 11. And on his outside, out of Tulsa, Oklahoma in the 2B, it's Jordan Barbie.
Starting inside of row 3, it's Causeyville, Mississippi, Spencer Hughes in the 19M. And to his outside, Pete Crum out of Cutler, Ohio in the 34C.
Then we move back to row number 4. Cody Bauer, a former prelim winner here at Gateway out of Farwell, Michigan, starts in the 7th spot. He's in the 19X, and on his outside out of Bagley, Minnesota, the 2-star is Cole Babcock.
And row 5 will be Steven Dodson out of West Union, West Virginia in the 97, and Dylan Thompson out of Paducah, Kentucky in the 99T. Blake Anderson, I do believe it is about time for the redraw. So
yes.
I tell you what, before we do that, we're going to shoot over to Trenton, and then we'll head down to you,
Okay,
Blake.
absolutely.
Trenton,
Hey, thanks,
take it away.
guys. Appreciate it very much. Right outside of Section 114 here with Brad Stevens and Jesse Minot from the 34 Raceway. Brad, we've done a few of these over the years. You're a great supporter of a lot of big-time racing at your racetrack, and FloRacing is a big part of that, too. I know, first off, like all of us, sad to see the Lucas Oil MLRA in their operations.
Yeah, MLRA, they were great to us. Got to say thanks to Ernie, Charlotte, and Forrest. I mean, Charlotte and Forrest really supported the Slocum 50 more than anybody knows. But with no Mars, or with no MLRA, we talked to Matt, Jonathan, and we decided to go with the Mars series this year. You guys just talked to Jeff Hoker. So the Nippy 50, Slocum 50 are now a part of the Mars series. So we're really excited about that. You know, just want a huge shout out to Cody, everybody here for putting on this event, because this is what it's all about. We're racing in December, so it's pretty awesome. But no, we're excited to announce that we're going with Flow for the Sprint Invaders, Mars Series, and the Lucas Oil Late Models will all be at 34 Raceway. You can watch all of it on Flow.
All right, man, hit the website here real quick.
So 34raceway.com, we always sell tickets in advance. And I don't understand why people ask this question, but we always will sell tickets at the gate. So come see us.
There he is right there. Appreciate you taking a minute as always, and Blake will send it down to you.
If you get the chance, go visit 34 Raceway. Brad and Jesse do a phenomenal job there. One of my favorite tracks to visit. We've got our redraw, though. How it's going to work, front stretchers, we're going to need your help. If you remember from years past, our drivers are going to pick a T-shirt. We're going to load it in the T-shirt can. We're going to shoot it into the stands, and you guys got to help us. You got to unroll it, just got a rubber band around it, and then show us the number that's on the back of the T-shirt, because that's where their respective driver is going to start. Mike Spatola, come on up. You're first. Where are we going, Mike? Do you know? Are we going right, left? You just got to pick a shirt, then you get to shoot it.
All right, we can do that.
All right. Does it sunk in you won at the Dome yet?
Not really.
Not really? Well, you got a 1 in 6 chance of starting on the pole. Let's go find a T-shirt. I'm following you because I'm not going to take the blame if it's the bad number.
What do you think?
Where do you want him, front stretchers? Make some noise for him. Help him out. DJ, what are we going to do if Martin gets a T-shirt? Or Jerry? Martin?
I mean,
he'll probably take a picture with it first.
Yeah, he probably will. All right. Oh, we can get one to Crazy Martin. Now make sure you show us. I got my glasses this year, so I should be able to see the number. The three for Mike Spatola. RTJ up next, Ricky Thornton Jr. Oh, I've got the Sharp Advantage suit on. I talked to Dave yesterday. He was happy that you've been winning here.
Yeah, he's super happy. Although Spatola took the one I wanted.
All right, well, what do we want now? What's top of the charts?
I don't know. I guess we'll go over this way.
All right, we're going to go this way. Oh, we can get louder than that. Thank you. Oh, if Crazy Martin had to move seats, I'd have been right in Crazy Martin's section. The three's gone. He's unraveling it. Well, he's going to face the camera that way. That'll make it way easier. The four for Ricky Thornton Jr. So 3 and the 4 are gone. Ashton Winger, he's got all his hair right now. Where are we going, Ashton? We got 1 down there or 3 down this way. He knows exactly where he's going. Decisive. The 3 and the 4 are gone, Ashton, so you got a 50-50 chance at the front row. Come on, get going. Oh, just missed it. Our dome workers are going to help us. Let's see. Josh Rice almost had a t-shirt. Almost. It's got, oh. Now, Josh, you got a t-shirt in your car.
I mean, he deserves to get his head shaved for that.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. All right. 6 for Ashton Winger. Oh.
The 1 and the 2 is still available.
1 and the 2 are
Blake.
still there. Nick Hoffman, let's do it. Do we have any Nick Hoffman fans in the house? What would a $30,000 payday mean tonight to you?
I don't really give a shit about the money. I want that trophy. So see what we can do here. Obviously, the one is still available, so we'll go after
And
it.
the 2. All right, let's go. Oh, he's going to take the short walk. Oh, he's even got the arch with the Blues and the Cardinals logo on the back of his suit. Where are we going, front stretchers? Oh, deep. Bishop, you're on deck. And 5, the 5 for Nick Hoffman. Brandon Shepard and Gordy Gundaker go crazy down here. All right, Brandon, you're up. Are we going there or there? Where do you want it? Make some noise, Dome. Oh, you're a pretty happy guy right now, right?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, where do we want to be?
At this point, it don't matter. Either way is fine. It's just luckily to be locked in here. It's really tough to get in. Obviously, them qualifying races were epic there. I was super happy to see my dad get in. Means the world to me. Means the world to me to have all these great supportive fans out here coming and watching this deal. It's hopefully we can put on a hell of a show for you, no matter which way we start. But I know one thing. If I would have went and drawn the T-shirt myself, it would have been a bad draw. So I didn't have to last year, and I didn't have to this year, and it worked out so far. So
there we go. Let's go. We going right or left? Oh, wow. Survived. Split the T-shirt. Derek Baugh, expert skid loader driver. Wheelman. Much like B-Shep. Super Shep's in the show. I can't read the sign. I'm sorry. We got a sign up here. Let's get loud. Turn 4. Oh, we're going to 1. All right.
Run, Chippy.
Runs in the family. Let's see. Both Shepards in the show. Just Got to find out where Brandon's going to start. Brandon Shepard, you're on the pole. Oh, Gordy Gundaker, I'll meet you down there. We'll split it 50-50. I'll meet you down there. I don't have the Adam March sprint in me. Down the front stretch. Oh, Gordy, not bad. You'll take that, right?
I'll take that any day. I told them guys right before that, I was like, I would have started 6th if we drew it straight up. So to be on the front row of this Saturday night here at the Gateway Dirt Nationals, take it every day. I know they saw me and Sheppy celebrating and letting them guys draw bad. So I'm pumped. We'll be on the front row. I'm so ready to do this.
All right, let's make it official. Let's go down here. Yeah, DJ and Ben, I think as you hear from every driver, if they could all really draw, I think they'd all say they draw the 6, right?
Yeah, they like leaving their fate to somebody else. Come on, Dome, get loud for Gordy.
Noise. The last T-shirt. Come on, we get louder than this. Oh, he got up. Oh, that just shows it's got the gas to get to Crazy Martin section.
I thought it was coming up here to us.
We're waiting to make it official. Hey, it is the 2.
Wouldn't it have been funny if it wasn't the 2, if it was like the 12?
12, oops, hey. Wild card. Or dealer's choice or something like that. Cody throws us for a whirl. Look out there, Gordy. About went down. You're starting 2nd. Can't be getting hurt before you roll off 2nd.
Yeah, I busted my ass in front of everybody here. So, yeah, we'll see what we got here. I'm pumped for the feature. We're going to put on a hell of a show for you fans. And get to the beer tent, drink some beer, because you're going to want to be tuned up for what happens tonight.
All right, Dome, make some noise for our redraw drivers. Little photo opportunity. Maybe the last look at Ashton Winger with hair. You never know. You got to document history, right, Ben?
I mean, if that doesn't happen, I think that Gordy should lose the mustache.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Gordy, if you win, can we shave the mustache in Victory Lane?
What?
If you win, mustache gone in Victory Lane?
Hell no.
Oh, boo this man.
Boo him. No.
If I win, I'm drinking beer with every one of you tonight.
There we go.
Oh, that's a way to get him back. Way to bring the crowd back, Gordy.
Hey, Ben and DJ.
Breaking news. If he finishes 18th, he's drinking beer with everyone.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yes, Blake.
The word is Jerry Van Sickle has a very, very special guest somewhere in the grandstands.
Well, he's not up here. He's not up here with us. So.
No, I'm down here, and everybody's, Blake, we always talk about Crazy Martin. I found you held his 1993 I-70 pink jacket, and it's Crazy Martin in the Dome.
Hey, Martin.
Let him hear you, Gateway.
And if you don't know it's him, it says it right here on his hat. Martin, Ogden, Iowa's craziest race fan. Martin, your birthday's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, the 16th is December.
So are we going to have a birthday party tonight, Crazy Martin?
We had one last year.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a birthday yet.
Yeah. Hey, Blake.
Jerry.
Martin, can we bring back the Crazy Martin race party?
Yes.
Yeah, we got to be at your house, though.
No, Martin, it's got to be at your house.
They'd have to clean a lot of junk out.
All right. Well, Blake, I think 2025 Crazy Martin Race Party. We're going to have it in Ogden, but it's always Martin's birthday at the Dome.
It is. Happy birthday, Marty.
Next year.
Not next year? Well, it'll be close. It's December's your birthday, right, Martin?
Yes, Gary.
All right. Hey, here he is, Crazy Martin in the Dome.
Hey, Martin.
We need closed captioning for Crazy Martin down there.
My phone couldn't even do that for me today. Hey,
that
Crazy Martin, the pride of Ogden, Iowa. My mom is from Ogden, Iowa, and I don't even think I don't know if they have a stoplight in Ogden. Tiny town.
Ask the mayor. He's here.
Yeah.
I mean.
It's 9 miles from Boone Speedway, though. I can tell you that much, DJ. Just up the road.
Oh, absolutely. All right. Well, as we get those drivers off the racetrack and finish up just a little bit of track work here, we'll step aside here momentarily. When we come back, we will have FK Rod Ends qualifier number 4. Don't go anywhere. This is the Castrol Gateway Dirt Nationals presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts.